Abby, accurate. Abby, you are number one. Temitope, how are you? Lola, good afternoon. Auntie, Joya too, how are you? Good afternoon. Got the curtain back. Is my face bright enough? Mogoke Olubare, Saraki, good afternoon. Oh. Olubusola, Victor, Love Fitness, I see you. Blessed sisters, how are you? E-Gold, Kakao for good afternoon. I'm seeing your name for the first time, Kakao for. E-Gold, oh baby, oh baby. You are not number 4, Olujuru. Raymond, how are you, Jerry? Antonia, Greater Abatete for Christ. How are you? Sanyemi Oyenekan, good afternoon. Dayo Bakare. Ah, hello. Hello, bàbá yìí. Dayo, báwo ni káàárọ̀? Jumiola, good afternoon. Timi Amada. Jerry, good afternoon. How are you? Oge, good afternoon. Nicholas Mike. It's even morning, it's not afternoon yet here, 11:29. Agnes, how are you? Yeti Mama. Shafiani. Queen Esther Karoma. Mario Scenario Events, good afternoon. Good morning. It's still morning here. I don't know why I'm saying afternoon. Michael Pounds, good afternoon. Oladike Ekason. Carolide, how are you? Please kindly give us a like as you come in. We have 82 watching and we have just 14 likes. Thank you for your support always. Thank you for your support always. Thank you, thank you. That video of Baba Kumuyi we did yesterday was flagged. That video was flagged. They flagged that video yesterday. Moturayo, good afternoon. Amazing Grace. Good afternoon, everyone. Lola, oh, I'm well rested. Musungon. Agnes Orimolade, you're welcome. How are you guys? Philmon, how are you? How are you guys doing? You link Pearl, you're welcome. Ah, Temitope wọ́n flag video yẹn. Video Kumuyi yẹn. It was flagged. But it's okay. Oh, thank you, Blessed. Tifa. Franklin, how are you? Lion Jola, àlàáfíà ni o. Ṣáàfíà ni lọ́dọ̀ tí yín náà ń bẹ̀ yẹn. Let me share with them on Facebook. Àlàáfíà ni o, we are doing great. I saw this news this morning. I'm not so happy with this, man. Let me share with them. So kindly give us some likes as you come in. Yeah, it's still morning here. It's 11:30 now. Simply list, good afternoon. It's still afternoon here. I mean morning here. 11:31. Kindly give us a like as you come in, please. 111 watching. We have just 22 likes. Kindly help us to give some likes. And if you are just joining us, if you are a new subscriber here, do not forget to turn on your notification. I welcome every subscriber on this channel. And I welcome the new ones. I welcome passers-by. And I encourage you to subscribe. Auntie Bola, ó yẹ kí n pè yín. Mi ò gbúròó yín over the weekend. Mo ní bóyá ẹ níbi tẹ́ lọ. Sylvanos, good afternoon. Kindly give us some likes as you join us. 132 watching, 29 likes. We are starting right away anyway. Let me just share with them on YouTube. I mean on Facebook. For parents, this will not be a good news. Wọ́n flag video Kumuyi yẹn o. Wọ́n jẹ́ kí video yẹn lọ. They really flag the video. I don't like the video go at all. All right, guys, let's start. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Depends on what your time says, where you're watching from. I welcome every one of you. Zaram, how are you? Clara, how are you guys doing? Thanks for joining me. So let's talk on this UK. Me, I don't know. I've never been comfortable with children schooling in UK. Positive vibes, welcome, Jerry. I've never been comfortable with children going to UK to study because I have friends who have experienced this their nonsense that they have started again. You know, let me just quickly share. So the news that came up this morning, in fact, a few hours ago, is UK government telling international students to be ready to leave. I know they've been saying it, but it's like they are very serious about it now. To leave once they are done with their schooling. Once they are done with their courses, they are telling them to leave their country and go. They say there is no job for them. And I think it's all about some people asking for asylum. I was wondering why I could not send a message during the Kumuyi session. I left the show because I was not happy. They flagged that show. That was why. The show was flagged. So I'm going to read the news to us, then we talk about it. This is not a good news for parents who have worked so hard, to send their children with all the amounts that you pay for international students. I will even say they use international students to actually fund their schools. And it's so sad that after they have gathered the money, the next thing is they are telling them to leave. Not even opportunity to work for 1, 2, 3 years before they leave. They tell them immediately, they are telling them that immediately they are done now, they should just leave. Now, let me quickly read it out to you. Home Office tells foreign students they will be removed if they overstay their visas. About 130,000 students to be contacted for the first time in response to alarming spike in numbers claiming asylum. I remember somebody who is there telling me that I think that was early this year. That person was telling me, Auntie Aduni, please create awareness for our people, especially the ones who are in UK to do, who are students in UK, not to go and file for asylum. That is going to boomerang. He said a lot of them are going to seek for asylum. I will come back to that. So let's read on. Tens of thousands of foreign students are to be contacted directly by the government and warned that they will be removed from the UK if they overstay their visas. The Home Office launched the new campaign in response to what is called an alarming spike in the number of international students arriving legally on student visa, then claiming asylum when they expire. So this is where the problem is coming from. Okay? As part of the campaign, the Home Office will for the first time proactively contact 130,000 students and their families, warning them they will be forced to leave UK. That means they will be deported after their studies if they refuse to leave. The full message will read, if you submit an asylum claim that lacks merit, it will be swiftly and robustly refused. Any request for asylum support will be assessed against the institution criteria. If you do not meet the criteria, you will not receive support. If you have no legal right to remain in the UK, you must leave. If you don't, we will remove you. They added, the university and college College Union General Secretary to Grady, said the campaign was an attack on international students that has very little to do with a visa overstay and everything to do with APIN reform. For those who don't understand what APIN reform means, APIN reform means using the same standard that a political party is using against the other. So it's more like, they are fighting each other. Remember, Kemi Badenoch has been on this kind of thing, saying the other party are not doing what they are supposed to do, and they are choking the visitors are choking them. They are eating their money, they are spending too much money on them, and to the extent that they even did some underground investigation where they go to the hotels they are keeping asylum seekers, and they say that is too much money they are spending on asylum seekers. That the hotel they are keeping, that there are some of them are kept in five-star hotel, some of them are kept in very expensive places, and it's taking the government money. So I think they are using it against each other, and unfortunately, it is the visitors that are going to pay for the fight they are fighting each other. The full message, Mumbo. I'm coming. It's like hold on. Okay. And APN reform. Okay. She added they should instead be making the case for a welcoming and economically strong Britain, of which international students and a world-leading higher education sector are an integral part. Which was what I said, that they use international students. They are the ones they use in funding their schools, because they pay almost times four of what citizens pay. So she added they should instead be making case for a welcoming economically strong Britain. Although the political and media focus this summer has been on people arriving on small boats, a similar number arrive legally with visas, then apply for asylum when those visas run out. Many claims are legitimate, but ministers fear that too many international students are seeking asylum to stay in the country because their leave to remain has run out. So I'm going to stop here. It goes on and on. Where they said in the year 2020, June 2025, 43,600 people seeking asylum arrived on a small boat. 39% of all small claims of asylum claims, according to the Home Office. Another 41,000 claimed from people who entered legally with a visa. Now, let us speak the truth to ourselves. This is where some people cause problem for themselves. And at the end of the day, they might not even get the papers. You come into a country with visiting. Abi, let's talk about visiting now, not even students yet. You apply to the Home Office that you want to go and visit a country. You now get to that country because you now see that your visa is running out. You now went to go and seek asylum. Please, between me and you, does it really make sense? Because if you want to seek asylum, you will have seek asylum from the beginning. Yes, some people do it and, they become lucky with it. But the way things are now, where all these people are very strict, especially with the influx of foreigners into their country, many of them are choked with the way. Look at us, for example. Look at the japa that we are doing. We know the rate of japa has increased seriously for the past 10 or 15 years in our country. There is no lie about it. Now you are coming, you apply for visiting visa. You now get to that country, your visa is running out. You now apply for asylum. Was it asylum? Was it the asylum? When you are seeking asylum, you must have said where you are coming from is not okay, is not stable. There is problem there. Your life is in danger. You can't go back to that country. But when you were leaving, you left the country that everything was okay. You left the country presenting your bank account that you are working. You presented your bank details, your work details, that you have a work that you are doing, and all that. You now got into that country. You now went to go and seek asylum. What would be your excuse for that asylum? It's just a question. I'm on Okpa Ifa. Good afternoon, sir. By my brother Ekason. It's a question, no? Now, let's now take it back to students. And if parents don't jeopardize, it's glitching. The video is glitching. Let me check. And they reported us yesterday. So it might affect us today too. Àwọn ọmọ Baba Kumuyi. And they reported us yesterday. So it might affect. Check your phone. It's okay here. Check your phone or check your network. Check your network. Check your phone. It's okay here. Abby. Now, a student, sometimes we parents are the reason, okay, why we cause issues for our children. You have worked so hard to raise a lot of money. To be an international student is not easy. When citizens pay 5,000, international students will pay 15,000 or 20,000. So they can't do without international students anyway. But whereby a student enter into a school, now course you can't do. After that school, before the school finish, you should be looking at the next place to go and do postgraduates or where you can get job, not seeking asylum. Seeking asylum is saying that you have problem. About when you're, is it that our people do not know the meaning of asylum seeking? Please. I'm so confused. Thank you, Vicky Omoba. Is it that our people do not know the meaning of asylum? Because it's very confusing to me. Why will you seek asylum, you that you went to study in a country? Seeking asylum is saying the place you are coming from, oh, there is problem there. Seeking asylum is that the place you are coming from, your life is in danger. Sweetie Lawal, you're welcome. Joyce, thank you for joining us. Help us to subscribe if you have not subscribed. And do not forget to click like on the video. Okay, yes, booking Yisonya, even out of states, is expensive. Talk less of now from outside the country. Pata pata. You will now jeopardize chances for your child. Or the child, though if it is the child even seeking asylum too, that child is jeopardizing opportunity for himself or herself. Thank you for subscribing. Is it that you don't know the meaning of asylum before you go and seek asylum? There are other ways. Even if UK will not let you stay after your studies, don't seek asylum that will mess up your documents. Remember, these people are connected now. All these countries, they are kind of connected. Their network is kind of, when it comes to moving around, is kind of joining together. Don't mess up things for yourself. You don't have to seek asylum if they don't want you to stay. Personally, I have never, you see, Christopher Ijumofa said a friend came to United States for a church conference and now he is seeking asylum. Shetigbo? Shetigbo? Are you thinking that these people are dumb? They don't know what they are doing. They don't understand that you are lying. Now they say about 130,000 people. I'm sure not only Nigerians, of course, many other international students will be affected. That you already contacted them directly. Once your study is over, carry your bag and go. Meaning those ones that you have sought asylum, you have put yourself in trouble because your name and everything, your information is already with them as asylum seeker. They don't do it willfully. They are being advised by lawyers. Ìkà làwọn lawyer yẹn is all they want to chop. They are after what they want to eat. Is after they are only after what they want to eat. That's why they are giving them that kind of advice. Because ordinarily, logically, you can think about it yourself. You are in this country for studies. Then how did that studies now turn to asylum? That where you are coming from is not safe. You have to prove it. Remember, you gave them your address. Some of you came from Lagos. Are you telling them that Lagos is not safe? It's just a question. Some of you came from Ibadan. Are you telling them Ibadan is not safe? When they can read everything on the news. The world is a global village now. Everything going on in Nigeria. I'm not in Nigeria, but I see everything. This morning, I know how many news where I don't see today about Nigeria. Yet, I'm not in Nigeria. People in Nigeria can see what is going on here. And it is just a click away to find out what is going on. You are in Lagos. You are claiming asylum. Share any problem there for Lagos? I'm just asking questions. Is there any problem going on in Lagos? You gave them address, so it's not everywhere. Lagos is not safe. Ta ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀, Idris? Níbo ni Lagos ò ti safe? Before you can say Lagos is not safe, kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ńbẹ̀? Ṣé ogun ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Lagos ni? WAR is going on in Lagos? Na question. The whole Nigeria is not safe and people are still living there. If you tell me that a part of the north, not even everywhere in the north, a part of the north, if you say it is not safe, it is agreed. If you say probably you have domestic issue, your husband is chasing you and everything, there must be police reports and all of that. Did you bring all those documents when you were coming? You went to go and apply. So you went to go and apply for students visa. You presented that to them that everything is perfect with you. You just want to go and study. You show your account. You show your account that your account, money is rolling inside. I mean, not be all those documents then they ask for bank accounts to show that you are financially able. That you are financially stable and financially able to pass through school. Some of our people you see, social media has even caused a lot of problems too. Remember, there was a lady, I don't know how many of you remember that case, where a particular lady said she has done her first year. She doesn't have money to pay for the second year of her school. And she went online begging. And the question I was asking then, okay, if people are able to contribute for this second year, your third year, are they still going to be, is it the public that will still contribute? She came on social media saying it by herself, that her parents asked her to go, that she will find her way when she gets there. That when she get there, Idris, okay, I hear you. I don't hear you. And say anybody that hold Nigerian passport, that have a good immigration lawyer in the UK will be granted asylum. The problem Britain caused is what they will use to win their case. What is the problem that UK caused? Now question I dey ask. What is the problem that UK caused? UK cause problem. The person, he get £20,000, £15,000, £10,000 to pay for school fees. And the person get problem from where that person is coming from. He paid the first year, he paid the second year, he paid the third year, he paid the fourth year. How wetin the problem where UK cause? Where the person go take fight for asylum? I'm only asking question back, throwing the question back. So the person will now say, You are the one that caused problem for me. Oh, I cannot go back to Nigeria. So because of that, I'm not going back. By the time they will bundle you, tọ́lọ́run bá bá máa mú ẹ kó má raṣọ kankan mú padà. And they pack you with nothing, throw you back to where you are coming from. Problem wo ni UK cause? UK government are the one ruling you. They are your presidents. They are your commissioners. They are your governors. They are your councillors. I'm only asking question. No, you know, say na question me they ask pass. Now UK government be your president in Nigeria. Now UK government be Yaya Bello. Now UK government be Betta Edu. Now UK government be Dino Melaye. I'm only asking you question. Gone are those days. Funny lockdown, how are you? Òyìnbó ti já. Look, what ways me? There are some things I will not say in English. What ways me? Báwo lòyìnbó ṣe cause the problem fún yín? Please, how long are we going to blame these people? How long are we going to continue to blame them? Me, personally, I have never liked. I promised myself that my children were not going to school in UK, because I know, I'm talking as far back as 18 years ago, people who went to UK after schooling, they tell them to go back. No be today. That is how they use them to gather money. They won't even allow them to work even for 1 year. I have some friends that their children went to school. Those children are back to Nigeria now. Since how many years, safe? There was something you told them when you were leaving. You told them I was going to school. You told them I was going for visiting. Temilade, I said it. I said it's not about Nigerians alone. It's all international students. Mutisoilia is all international students. But we know power pọ̀. University in UK is a business center. Okay, now you know that, Idris. You know it's a business center. One farm when you're power ni, they don't have anything to offer. So, but there are other means. Finish your first degree at home, then go for postgraduate and look for job first to marry into my sponsor. Then after spending such money, they tell you to go back home. Then while you are still there, if you can get job. I have told of his friend that his son, the boy was schooling in, I think, in one of these European countries. And that boy by himself saw that the way things are going, it is not likely he gets the documents of that country. What did he do? He did transfer by himself. Very brilliant student. By himself, he transferred his course to another country. And he was given to Canada, not another country. Let me just say it, Canada. He transferred his course to that place and he went to continue from there. That boy is a citizen now in Canada. He's a citizen. He started from one of these European countries. And the boy don't say, look, he say, as things be, if he no get job. The guy was like, if he no get job, the way things are going, if he no get job, number one, he no go get the paper of that place, because the paper of that particular place today tough. So the guy look by himself. He transferred. He never finished. He now transferred his credit to apply to one of the university in Canada, and they gave him admission. Now so he pack in load. He moved to Canada. Today the guy is doing very well. He's now a citizen himself in Canada. There are other countries that you can look out for. This has been the pattern of UK. So me, I'm not surprised. And I don't blame them. We cannot blame them. How many of these people, they travel out of their own country? Most Americans, as they don't get passports. Most of those UK people too, how many of them get passports to travel around? They don't leave. The problem is that the kind of government that we have. Not only the government, or even the people self, Kolo. Let's be truthful to ourselves. Let's just be honest to ourselves. Just because we don't have a working government. If we have a working government, all of us will not be running helter-skelter. We will not go and spend almost millions of money for a child to go and study, and that child will be told, oh yeah, pack your load after study, oh yeah, go back to where you are coming from. It's so painful. I'm considering it as a parent. How will I spend such money? And that country will now, they won't even allow this child to even stay, not even for a few years, and say, okay, oh, after your studies, oh, you will be allowed to work for so years, oh, and after that go back, because they should consider that they spend a lot of money. Finland, Sweden too. Okay. Considering the exchange rates, many parents sending children out of Nigeria now is really doing a great job. I mean, the money is too much. Most of the European countries will not give you any job after studying in their country. Olè ńlá àbólè ńlá. Idris, ojú tèmi fi wò wọ́n nìyẹn pé olè ni wọ́n. Wọ́n á fi owó ìlú they will use another country's money to develop their education system. And after that, they will tell them, oh yeah, leave our country. But when they are opening their doors for students to come in, they will be painting it as if it's going to be very easy. So I think the best bet is finish your first degree at home. Let your children finish their first degree at home. Then let them come for masters. If they are very brilliant, let them come for masters. While they are doing their masters, they apply for a job. They will apply for job, and they will, if they are good, they will get job. They will. Because even UK has that option too. But you come for first degree. After your first degree, you now put paper in. You are applying for asylum. These people are not dumb. We should know that. They are not. So if you have done it, you have just messed up yourself. Or if you have allowed your children to go through that route, and so yeah, apply for kini. Apply for asylum. You just destroy your documents, because once you put it in, it's already recorded. And one thing is that this asylum is not coming that easy again anywhere in the world. It's not coming that easy. Even here, there are people that have been on the line for the past 10 years. They have not answered them. 8 years, 6 years. Some they've even denied. They're even denying asylum now, unlike before. You must have enough evidence to back up your whatever you are asking for. You came with visiting visa. You came with student visa. You now want to use it to collect asylum. No, you never told them from the onset that you had problem. This is why they are denying a lot of people. Even here. That's why they are denying them. Everywhere. It's not only that place. So even here, I learned that our guy here too is about to bring that law. But I don't know if they have done it. They said it was not last week or 2 weeks ago that after studies, people should go back to where they are coming from. But I don't think they have started it here. But I heard they were discussing it at a point. So I don't know how far. Tina Johnson, thank you very much. A big no. That's what people don't know. You just mess up your documents by doing it. A big no, capital no. There are things that could, I'm not saying people may not seek for asylum. There are reasons to seek for asylum, not only about WAR. There are other reasons you could use to seek for asylum. But not when you come in legally. You came in with a legal visa. You came in with your leg. You were enter. Say nothing they share Leo. you can't suddenly say something dey shele after the 4 years. Make we dey think small. Make we dey think small. And now, because of their political differences and everything, fighting each other, they are pressuring the other party, the conservative. They are putting pressures. Ṣé Labour ló wà ní kíní for UK now? Conservatives are the one pressing the neck of Labour Party. They are using it to campaign against them. Using it to tell them that they are not doing a good job. That is why they too are standing up. That is the AP reform. They are now standing up to say, okay, if that is how you feel, we will do a job. We will tell you we are working. They said they are wasting money on asylum. We have been reading the news. Esther said, Auntie Adun, you too, you are revealing too much. Kí ni mo sọ tí mo fi reveal too much? How did I reveal too much? This is what is already online. Nǹkan tó wà online ni mo sọ. The students, they said it. How am I revealing too much? They already said it. The students are seeking for asylum. And this thing has been on since 3 years. Nikini ti ń rúbọ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀. 2 years ago, 2-3 years ago. It has started 2-3 years ago. Before it got to this one. The person that told me said, Auntie, please create awareness for our people, especially students, our students that are in UK. Tell them not to seek asylum. Oh. The person works with the government. They say, Auntie, tell them not to seek asylum. That this is what is going on. It was still underground then. He said that person said a lot of students are seeking for asylum. So I should let our children know they should not go that route. And I think I did 1 or 2 videos as a then. Nígbà yẹn, maybe on Facebook, because I wasn't that active on YouTube then. So I think it was on Facebook I did it. And I said, no, tell your children, no. Tell your children and let them know. Don't let them with their student visa. Don't let them seek for asylum. It will spoil their paper. After their studies, if they have to go back home and repackage and come back, they better do that. This is why when you are sending students, your children to school, I watch on CNN about 2,667 international Nigerian students are open for the petition last week. Here in America. Okay, Jumiola, thank you. I think I did it on Facebook then. And you can call in. If you have anything to say about it, you can tell it. Nobody is saying anything is wrong with seeking Aduro. Okay, I should have been using Aduro. Okay, maybe that is what you mean. But you know all these languages, they know. Angel Zaria, how are you? They understand it. Gbogbo code wa náà ti mọ̀ tán. And I read the news out. So either we say it or we don't say it. They know what we are talking about. And remember, it's not about us alone. And what I am saying, I've not said what I'm not supposed to say. I've only said what is already in the news. Japa is on Google already. Just type Japa. Japa. The day I typed Japa, and he told me the meaning. I said, Lobaton. Gbogbo èdè wa náà ti gbọ́. They know. The day I type Japa, mo fẹ́ yí lẹ̀lẹ̀ enjoy pé mo gbé o. These people don't understand what Japa. If you think they don't know our code, they do. All the languages, all the slangs we use is already on Google. Just put it on Google. Google will tell you. Google will tell you what it means, and it will tell you where that kini is coming from. It will tell you where it's coming from. I don't know. Ṣé ti rí pé This thing where they invent, they purposely invented it to catch people. Alayande said, yes, so Reform Party is campaigning and using immigration as their weapon. So the current Labour Party wants to be seen as dealing with the issue. God bless you. That is exactly what is going on. It's like two elephants fighting. Now grass go suffer am. Now grass. I'm not saying some people will not be lucky with it, don't get me wrong. But for it will be tough now. Not only there, even here. Aduro is very tough in this place too now, unlike before. And once you don't use Aduro, you will now want to come and use, if they can't deny that Aduro, you now want to use another means. It will be tough. Tough. Nigerians they define everything, hoping their definition must stand, especially Babatunde à ń fẹ́ sòótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ fúnra wa ni, à ń sòótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ fúnra wa ni. Tifa is there, go and type it, you will see it there. There are other words there are other words that are there when you type them. Olubusola, God bless you. Wọ́n cancel Aduro gan bí ń sìn gan. So instead tó máa ṣe Aduro, lọ ṣe lọ́kọláya. Because tó bá ti lọ ṣe Aduro, tó bá máa ṣe lọ́kọláya, it might be already kọ́má ti wà. But one thing tí mo rí ni wípé àwọn èèyàn lọ́kọláya yẹn, they don't really want to ṣóyé yín. Kukushi wọn, they don't want to put it down. They don't want to put Kukushi down. So Chicago ń gbóná. Kí Chicago ń gbóná for now. Wọ́n ní wọ́n ń jà. Lọ́kọláya must also be with someone with integrity. Yes, I agree. Lọ́kọláya gan ò easy mọ́. Èrò pọ̀ ni. You know why? There are plenty people. That's why. Chicago is hot. I think they said there is some community. I just saw the news at Flash, so I've not read about it. Lọ́kọláya náà ti bàjẹ́. Wow. I think it's because of, it still boils down to èrò. For the person that say auntie speak English, it's not everything that we speak English. They even a bunch of code to. There are still some code they cannot code us. So there are still some things that will not say in English. Don't be upset, please. Okay. So Lọ́kọláya will have been the best bet, but some people said Lọ́kọláya too is becoming tough because Aduro yẹn has become because wọ́n ṣe ìwádìí. That's true. Japa is all over London train and London bus. Really? They wrote it as per what? Lọ́kọláya kò work ní UK mọ́ tátátá. No, I remember pé in UK Lọ́kọláya wọ́n ti ṣe kinní sí ti UK for a long time. They say if you have to kó gbàlú ẹ lọ. I remember that one yẹn ti pẹ́. Tiyẹn ti kí lórúkọ ẹ̀. No, they said it's not flagging. They said somebody said it's advert. I can't see the advert, but somebody said it's advert. So the Lọ́kọláya thing, I know Ìyá Ṣàlí wọ́n ti fagilé tètè. No, but you can ó lè fẹ́ funfun. I know someone who did Lọ́kọláya but was denied. She's been waiting on VAWA for 3 years but yet to be approved. Aduro is on Google. Irọ́ ni. Tell me you are joking. Aduro is on Google, okay? Let me Google it. Tell me you are joking. He's there. So what? Motiri, they actually mention different countries that use that word, and our own too is there too. Ló bá parí. Aládé. Àlọ́ ló ṣì lóyìnbó. Ó ló ṣì lóyìnbó ọlọ́run. Ẹ má jẹ́ kó fẹ́ kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ àti kíní ti lọ́lẹ̀. Òyìnbó ti yà wèrè. Ṣé rí kíní wọ̀nyí? Ṣé rí invention wọ̀nyí? Nǹkan burúkú ni. Can you imagine? Ó lágbára o. Ẹ wẹ̀ jẹ́ à stop bí tàdé yìí. I can't go on because ó tiẹ̀ ti wá sùn mí. Yemi Michael, that's what it means. So, on to update. That's what I read now. That is what I read now. Yemi Michael, you can check it again if you have time. That's what I read now. You can't blame the Oyibos. Apa mi ti jabo. I don't know what to say again. He's there. He's there. Ó ti cast àbó ti cast. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣọ́ flag wa ni? Ó ti cast o, no be small. He cast no be small. So as it is, I don't even know what to say anymore. And I was watching somebody yesterday. Was it not yesterday or 2 days ago? That's why they shout, Aduro, Kideko Aduro, if you get Kideko Aduro, Canada Aduro, Kideko Aduro. So they will just be looking and we say, look at these people fooling themselves. Ó lágbára o. Antonia, that's what we just find out. I was shocked. I didn't know. Mo mọ̀ pé Japa is a common kini. But it was slang kini now. Babatunde. It was supposed to be a slang, right? It was supposed to be a slang, not really a word. We coined it. It's just like this Japa thing. It was Japa is even a slang too. So I like Jenny one. Lè gbọ́n tó wọn láyé. We can never be as wise as them as they are. ChatGPT, they interpret Yoruba well. Ó lágbára o. I'm just as in seriously casted though. What would I what's a cast? You don't cast, you don't be small. And we will think we are coding. Idris, you go give am another room. Ṣùkẹ́. Àwọn èèyàn yín náà máa cast here. If you say you will give it another meaning, do you know when you speak on your phone is catching up everything you are saying? Especially if you are using iPhone. Every word you are speaking, your iPhone is catching it. How do I know? That was the day I was saying something. I can't say what I was saying. I was talking about something with someone. I didn't even touch my phone. My phone was just by the side. And the next thing that, oh, látọdún wa accurate, that particular word yẹn ti expire now. That word you just mentioned as expire tey. In Italy, Nigerians there talk with strong code. So I was talking on that day, and the next thing Siri will tell me, say, oh, that is not nice. Don't say that again. I say, no vex. I wasn't holding the phone, no. So it was not as if I pressed the side of the phone to record or to do it. The phone was sitting on its own. I was gisting with somebody. Instantly, my phone answered me, say that thing I said. I shouldn't say it again. They have workers. They have workers and underground workers, man. That is a job for someone in cybersecurity. There are so many job roles. Èké ni Siri. Siri is a gbeborun. Is amebo. In this world of cyber something, you know, honestly, I personally don't think it's right you mess up things by yourself. If you come into a country for one purpose, then change that purpose, everything is already on file. So make we know. iPhone users can't you deactivate? We can deactivate it. That reminds me, one can deactivate it. You can deactivate it. Siri is serious, tatafo. Serious. You see, immediately I mentioned it, it pop up now. I wasn't touching the phone, no. Immediately I mentioned it. Oko pop ni. He's listening to everything. So you see this thing. Our pythons, they know. That was why they said, na Antichrist. That is why they call her Antichrist. They know it's a very powerful tool. Honestly, everything being said, I think our governments, we should hold them responsible for everything more than blaming these people. We can't tell them not to protect their country. We can't tell them what to do with their country. We can't tell them the rules to apply and the one not to apply in their country. Just like we apply rules in our country, they don't meddle. It's none of their business what Nigerians do. That's why everything going on, then they see, then they waiting consign them. It's none of their business. Just like we can't put eyes in what they do too. Okay, so I think the problem is just our government. Yes, you are right, Idris. Yes. After talking about something, they start bringing the advert of that thing, even when you are not on the phone. You are right. So it says a lot. Antonia, you just check. Oh, Lagbara. Honestly, it's just that the kind of, if Nigeria is working, Americans don't travel like we travel. If you see them traveling, they're only traveling within the states in America, not moving out of America to travel out of America. There are so many places to go to in America, so they hardly travel out. Batabutu is on Google. We just read it on Google now. Exactly like what you said is what it says on Google. The only thing that he used Germany as example. Shewe, Americans don't travel. Larger percentage of Americans don't travel. They don't go to anywhere. If they want to, they will go from one state to the other instead. Because there are so many places to go in America. There are so many things to see in America. Some of them don't even have passports. Okay. Oh, you are in Sweden, Tina. Sweden is another country I want to visit too. Not only America, here in Sweden, they don't travel too. And their passport is very strong. Swedish. The passport of Swedish is very, very strong. I think they are number one or number two. One of the strongest passports. With the first three. Because they cannot cope in any country. You think so? Or maybe you will say they don't have reasons to. Yeah, they will travel within instead of going out. Some of them don't even have passports. They don't. Finland, Sweden, and Denmark are great countries. You see? So um parents should just and parents should just look for other countries for their children. UK has been like that. I don't know why this is coming to us as a surprise. You know, UK has always been like that. After people study finish, then go tell them, see me then do. I'm in Sweden. I've been living here for close to 20 years. Wow. Do you speak their language? Singapore is number one strongest. Sweden is number two or three. I know their passport is very strong. Sha Swedish. Business center in UK. UK like Owo. Unlike Owo gan. It's always been their style. Because in those days when I didn't even know I would be living outside Nigeria, I know some friends that their children went to school and they have to come back. And I was like, after I spend that kind of money, Piki go come back, can't do anything. I was like, no. So it has never been in my own list of my children traveling out. I never knew fate made me relocate. It wasn't as if I wanted to or planned to. But when you are meant to, there's nothing you can do. Something will just make you to. So that was my own case. Okay. So my number one even study place for my own children then was Sweden was one of it. Netherlands was another second option, and Canada. Those three places. Sweden is number 5. Aha. With other 6 countries, you see. UK. Business in the UK wa. You business in the UK wa fun. One like owo. Once they collect your money, they tell you to go. They tell you to go. You see, even driving around UK, where they will tell you you pay congestion charges. Hey, money congestion charges. Somebody said yes. So that time I came to UK, I say congestion charges. They said yes. I said, shey na you cause traffic? They say na so dem do am because they want to discourage people from bringing their cars out. So now bus person go dey enter. He say na so, except you have money to pay the congestion charges, or else there are some places you dare not drive your car to. Now I tell the person, we dey enjoy for America. Oh. Nowhere. The only place I know say you go pay charges is when you go through toll gates. That probably you are going from one country, a state to another, and you have to pass through some places, then you pay toll gates. But many places I will drive here, highway and all the rest. Okay, I never drove through congestion charge in London then. I always avoid it. Auntie Flo broke down on how UK operates with their paper on students. It was eye-opening. After they don't collect all the money they want to collect, UK pay TV license. Say you won't put TV inside house. Oh yes, that person told me you pay TV license and radio license, I guess. UK has always been using people. Now so it be their style. So people should just think twice. There are other countries you can send your children to. There are other countries. You will spend that kind of money. They can't even give you little opportunity to do some work before you leave. Abba, kilo day. Okay, they charge you what? I don't know. I don't know if they do. Or if you drive an electric car, you can drive through congestion charge zone for free. Norway is the best country. You see, so there are so many other countries that people should look at. It doesn't make sense. It's so painful after spending such money. Where's the job in Nigeria. Most of the children in Nigeria self, they are now doing remote jobs. And that's a good one. That's the good thing about this internet and internet thing. You know, having remote jobs to do and all that. You disagree with UK that UK are always using people. Àwọn máa ń use èèyàn ni o. UK máa ń use èèyàn ni. Kò sẹ́ni tó máa bá mi sọ yẹn tí máa agree. UK man, they use people. They use people. It's always been like that. After students will come in, oh, tán ti gba owó, wọ́n á kàn bẹ̀rẹ̀ wèrè wọn suddenly. And the next thing is that once you are done, oh, now that they have said this thing, those students, their mind will not be settled. The US is very large compared to the UK. UK, they manage their space, so they charge for anything when the opportunity arises. Yeah, the place is small. UK is small. Even their roads, chokolo, shokolo, shokolo. Somebody said, education in Finland is free. A friend told me he completed his studies free of charge. Let me pin that comment. People should check it out. You see, this is why it is good to do this kind of show. People will give ideas of what they know. People should check it out then. The only thing is just be of good behavior and learn the system very well. The people sending their children to UK can send them to other country. I work for the benefit system, and if you see how much we are paying out, it's ridiculous. Yeah, I blame them and I don't blame them. Honestly, I don't really blame them per se. It's just we that should agitate for better country. That Japan something, people say people should think twice, oh, and you should make your investigation very well about going to Japan, because they are saying the place they want to keep people, they don't want people mixing with them. I don't know how true that is. So do your own work. Make person no can get there, can't get stranded. Okay. Okay, it's free with specific courses. Not all courses. And you start from somewhere. Oh, it's only for people with permanent residence. Now they enjoy you. The university is free for permanent residents. That's good. UK realize there is no more country to colonize, hence their ways. Don't mind them. They are users. They use people and dump them. International students, do you know how much they have paid into their system? Do you know how much they have contributed to their economy? Now they say, oh yeah, go. They say they will deport them. Once they are for 2 years, their course, the year don't expire. Make them pack their load, they go. That if they overstay, they will deport them. UK is something else. I've never liked children schooling in that country. Japan is, that's what somebody said, Lola. Somebody that analyzed that said he has been there. He said Japan is not friendly for Dudu, that you guys should think twice before going. He said think twice before going to Japan. Make your inquiries, check, and all that. They are very good in technology. They are very good in this. They are way ahead and all of that. But do they want Dudu around them? Like I learned, they said there is a place they assigned for Dudu to live. That says a lot. Okay. Ada is, how are you? And said it's free, but they do not want Africans integrating that of Japan, you see? So please do your own work very well, Lo, before you push your children, especially. Okay? Do you want to call in LZBP? Knowledge is power. Yes, if you want to call in, let me put the number. I will allow you to do a call in and explain what you mean. Let me put the number here. Japan do not joke. That's what I heard, though. Eroti Japan yenda down, please, before you push your children, you know. If now you won't go, it's okay. Don't go and push your children inside Wahala. Oh, Shetope. I wanted to pin the comment. Otisalo, Mutiri. Okay, ẹni tó bá fẹ́ pè wọlé yẹn kó pè wọlé. Calling LZ, the number is on. Calling, please. That's why we are doing this kind of show, so that we can learn from each other. We can't be everywhere, we can't know everything.
Connected.
Oh yeah, the phone is on, the line is on. Now poverty make Nigerians no gbogbo origun. Asha will not abayo. We go find way now. We go find way now. Hello, Asha ke ma pe pada mo wa lórí live stream. The line is on. You can call back. I mean, you can call in. Now poverty make Nigerians no gbogbo origun aye. No be poverty. It's not poverty. No be everybody wey travel poverty they chase. No be poverty. Romania. Is there work in Romania? Ni? Romania sef they travel everywhere now. Albania. Ṣé iṣẹ́ wà ní gbogbo ibẹ̀ yẹn ni? They too they travel around now. Oh yeah, oh. LZBP. You can call in, the line is on. Oh. I'm waiting for your call. So somebody just sent me an information this morning for those who bought land at P1. They said P1 is allocating land in Ikorodu. The person said she got her own allocation last Saturday. And the documentation, she received all the documentation except the survey. She said I should please inform others. So I don't know how true this is. You are calling, okay, but it's not coming in. WhatsApp, you have to do WhatsApp, sis. WhatsApp, just WhatsApp only. I'm talking about education. At least you might get Euro passport. You have a point. WhatsApp, just WhatsApp, not regular. Okay, somebody said Asian countries generally are only good for business. These countries are no places to settle. They will never give you their passport. You go renew until you get fed up and go back to your country. WhatsApp, oh, only WhatsApp, sis. Abi brother Denny. So if you buy land in P1 and you have not been allocated, they say then they worry Dudu, oh. Then worry Dudu. Say the place where they say make Dudu go stay. Now where then they get earthquake. I'm trying to call you back. Dudu too is not friendly. I don't know about that. Or Dudu too are afraid. Or Dudu inferiority complex, they affect some Dudu. That is what I would say. I would say maybe inferiority complex. They make Dudu safe, can't they aggressive. This is my last trip to Nashville. I tell you, say, Dudu no plenty there. They say maybe the place where I go. For the bus where I enter, now only me be Dudu. Studio B where we go, now only me be Dudu. Inside the museum, Hall of Fame where I enter. If we reach 3 Dudu, we no pass 3 Dudu. As the place big reach. So, at that point, it can affect me if I don't get confidence. There is a thing they call honky tonky in Nashville. I enter one of the honky tonky kinonpurukwe bar. I was the only Dudu inside. If you see as then they look me, I don't see as if I look, I see them. I just begin dance my dance, go. Who sent? So tey dem no fit dance again. Some of them no dance again, and they look. I say, I don't see egungun abi, na see monkey. Ori yin buru. That's why they talk inside the place. That's why they dance my dance go. Ori yin buru. E ti re egungun abi. Na don't see masquerade. Na no one dance again. Na dey fear. I do finish. I go sit down. I do finish. I sit down for the bar. Then they look me. Then they look me. When I sit down, I tire. I comot there. Because that honky tonky na fufu they do am. And I dey laugh with them. Hello.
Auntie?
Yes, good afternoon, sis. Yeah, the line is open for you. Go ahead. Enlighten us.
Okay. All right, ma'am. So, my name is Asylum. It's
Aduni.
my first time on your show.
Hey,
I'm
Aduni di
very
méjì
excited.
lọ́wọ́ mi, on di púpọ̀. Go ahead.
So, why I said knowledge is power is that when you get to a country, you need to be patient enough to mingle with people and find out how things are done before you ignorantly do things, and that would get you in trouble at the end of the day. I reside in the U.S. I've been here for over 10 years. I work for the bank, and I've seen a lot, Auntie. I've seen a whole lot.
Please try and
I've seen
quote
a whole
some
lot
things.
of things. Most times I, get too personable with my clients that I try to educate them on do this, mashele, Example is, I know someone.
Somebody said louder. Don't. Somebody said you are using bedroom
They've
voice.
They were here for 6 months and they got their papers. They got their papers via people with integrity, like I did mention earlier. And it was amazing how they got it. A meeting ago, I didn't get it through that means because I was like, this is America. If you're not in trouble, you're not gonna get into, if you don't keep bad gangs, so to speak, you're not gonna get in trouble with the immigration or with the government. So I was advised then that I don't know, you need to go do this. Only like to say or come, no, I'm not gonna do it because I don't want anybody to touch me that I don't have passion for. After hearing all kind of ways that, people, get, like they try to mess with people if, they know that you're at their mercy to get your papers. So I literally disagreed. I didn't want to do that route. I did the other routes, and God answered my prayers. I did, I got approved. Because and when I went for my interview, the only thing they asked was that, we're sorry that we delayed you. We delayed your process. We checked your record. We saw that you have integrity. Do you still have your passport? I said, yeah, I still have my Nigerian passport. And they asked to know if I have any child, because that's one of the reasons, or that's another means where people try to, want to get their citizenship by force. And I said, no, I don't. And they said, oh, are you still working at the bank? I said, yes, I still work for the bank. They asked, what's my position? I said, I'm a manager. And they said, we're sorry for delaying you. And they approved my asylum. And that's how I became a U.S. citizen. So I'm not saying asylum is bad because I'm a testimony, I'm a testament to that. And I'm not saying Lokolaya is bad also, but Lokolaya, that makes sense. Even asylum has to make sense too, because I know a lot of people that did asylum
Lokolaya has to make sense.
They didn't get approved. And see, I did not approve to asylum up until my 11th month of being in this country.
That's fast. You are lucky.
I don't know, you have to get this done. Go back to pay 12 months, buy one, if one more. But as things work, because I believe so much in, if you don't follow bad gangs,
which year is this? Which year is this?
They're not going to deport you, I mean, so that was my own philosophy when I came in. So my thing is, people should just read, understand the system, and the people that they actually, like those that you actually associate yourself with, it matters a lot too. If you associate yourself with, because when I first came to this country, people were like, Adoni, CNA. I said, no, I don't want to do CNA. Nothing is not my, my thing. I can't stand blood. I just want to work, like corporate America. I want to, I like to wear my suit and look good. And I did my research. I went online. I did interview, and I got offer from different banks. So I was not like, which one will I even go for, So I just had to like do my own due diligence. And then I went for the bank that I went for up until when I worked my way up to become a manager. So what am I saying in essence is this. People should not do things blindly, Don't just because, let me go do CNA. No, it doesn't work that way. Follow your part, follow your passion, and be of good behavior. That's key, So, yeah. And then I know someone too. So just say she was too desperate. Oloshe, a local liar with an ex-convict. She wasted money.
Money.
Actually, prior to that, they actually, somebody, introduced that to someone who has integrity, who was going to help her do the local liar, but she went to kind of record their meeting. And the guy knew that she recorded their meeting. Nigerians will come here. They think you can just record people without their
permission,
informing them or advising them to say, I'm going to record your conversation. So the guy got to know about that and declined to proceed with the local liar. So out of desperation, she got somebody who came from, who is an ex-convict, so Waloshebe, Ibe not to disapprove it, not to deny application here. Wow. So now she do another one for VAWA, and she didn't get any result yet. So what am I saying in essence is that don't let us all keep up with the Joneses. Don't let just follow the crowd. Do your due diligence before you get things done. I mean, you can well, because if your story is not legit, if it doesn't have strong evidence, or if it doesn't make sense, I mean, this is a Google world now. People can just go on Google and just find out what the heck you're talking about. Even if it doesn't make sense, if they lack integrity, they're going to deny it. So that's all I want to say.
Now, I want to ask you a question. Which year was this yours? Yours?
Mine's, sugar. Mine was 2000 and I believe 18 or 17, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they are psychologists. Yes. That's what our people don't know. They know when you are lying. They know when something is not hard enough. You are okay.
Yes, ma'am. So
somebody says so ex-convict can't marry me. But Abutu, ex-convict can marry. But ex-convict that wants to marry somebody, what job is he doing? What support is he going to give?
Let me explain
there are so many things to that.
I appreciate that comment. Ex-convict can marry. I'm not saying
they
that.
They can marry.
Cherry, when you want to do stuff, like I said, I mean, it's just arithmetic. You want 1 + 1 is 2, period.
Remember, that person is the one filing for you.
Ex-convict, it does not have a second chance to,
to life.
A good life, or, to leave, to do a restitution for the bad behavior. However, it's how you go about it. Oh, fair ex-convict, and saying, your story doesn't even tally.
No, not even that, sis.
The way it's on shaking.
Financial support, say, does he have financial support to marry you?
Woman, see another room. Show you. So the questions on the ex-convicts,
the other person. Exactly.
You should know there are some things that is just simple things. So what color, what's her favorite color? What does she eat? Describe your house. Let's see your room. So they don't have there's no accuracy. It doesn't tally. Whatever the lady said is contrary to what the guy said. And the guy literally just got out. So and then you came in, you have like you have rightly said, Auntie Adoni, when you came in filling an application of you and your husband. How come you and your husband, all of a sudden, you're no longer married? You know
God bless you.
Just like our consent, Tomawasi, America, like they came to America, they came prepared with their money. When I get there, I just want to do my local liar. But you came in, like in less than 1 month, your status have changed. Now you have a spouse who you want to get married to. Come on, man. Come on. It doesn't even add up. Like, the Wallens in 1 month, they deny that application.
They know what they are doing now.
You know what I mean? I want to pay cash and carry. It was denied. Or what's your voicemail? Ain't nothing nobody can do because So, I mean, it's all about making things make sense.
Very simple.
I mean, I didn't pay a penny for mine other than the application fee, but at the end of the day,
Now,
there's
which
still
one
a
did
little
which one did you
sacrifice, a
do?
little one, a little research, a little, like, I mean, I don't know what to say because I don't want anybody to insult me, but what I'm trying to
No,
say is that
nobody is insulting you. Don't
everything
look
about
at
Shelaye, it's
comments.
all about sense, Auntie. Come and see sense, Shay. Then do your due diligence. Don't just mingle with people. To pay only between about Cory Silo Masunsi, and to the effect that you're finding your own massive water, right?
Awotare.
Your people that you surround yourself with. I remember the church I first attended. Everybody
CNA.
Everybody was,
CNA.
though. Like, that's not my prerogative. That's not what I want to do. That's not my line of, that's not my,
It's just because I think why
me
people do it is
until I
because
came to
one of it
America. I've
share.
been a business owner. And, when I came to this country, once I say, only to share also that's the system, considering the application. And then when you do such things, don't tell. Don't tell people, because when you tell people, and it was often yellow one immigration pay, a story to saw you, it's not true. Okotofe, it's not true.
They do that,
and,
yeah?
Asylum to Adro to share, it's not true,
CNA is a starting point for most people, not for everybody. For some people, it might be what they have to do.
Like
It all
yeah, but not
depends
everybody.
on your situation.
Not everybody.
So we can't rule it out.
But
Oloruko. It's not even we can't even water it down. My Oloruko.
My advice from,
I understand. Then another thing, because I don't want some people feeling somehow. In your situation and everything determines what you do. How you got to batini before you come in and all that. So be doing CNA as long as you are earning salary. Okay? As long as you are earning salary, as long as you are working, if you can go further, go for it. But there are some people, they don't want to go further. Situations may not allow them. What is pushing you is not what is pushing me. You understand?
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
And see, Sherry,
And
when I started, like I
mm,
said, she Sherry in my life, lots of people that salary. And I came in here with only $100. But
wow.
I came in with a debit card. Unfortunately for me, the debit card didn't work. So I was left to manage what I came in with, the cash.
Then you must have had some
$100.
people who gave you some support.
But more share makeup. So
Okay.
I tried to
You started with
incorporate
that
to make money. So then I started, applying to, because by share, I mean by way work authorization. So I started applying to become like a teller or banker. Then but for interview noni teller. In fact, I won't go on for me I should become a banker. But then okay, I'll go for it. So and then that's how I started.
So it was your work something.
I romantic me. So there are some things I cannot do. I'm not speaking bad or about CNA, but it's just not for me. However,
it's not for everybody, yes.
But it's just not my calling. You know what I mean?
Yes. But that is what they throw to everybody once you come in here. So it's left to you.
Exactly. Because they're sending you. I hire a lot of Nigerians. My professional banking. If you want to do it, just bring your resume. Matter of fact, I help them with resume. I build a resume, and I say, "Whoa, Wale," but now it's up to you to build yourself up.
That's it.
So because I don't like the fact that it's just like two stereotypes. Africans are always doing this. So I want to
and I wonder why it's only Africans we see doing that job.
Fields, you know what I mean? So and that's why I'm passionate about it. Unfortunately, sometimes when you're back in my applications, Mama were a little biased, and I'm sorry. Mama for our Africans the upper hand, but you know what, just coming. Oh, a lot of times when somebody will come and say, do you want this job? Oh sure. Oh nishe, oh nijali, oh nishe. All right. My desk come for one offer, because I know there's a lot of things. You don't have to have experience. It's if you just have that willingness to learn and be coachable. Your machine now, but you doctor to my then you go for your training and you just be smart. You can't teach willingness. You can't coach willingness. Once you have the willingness, everybody will succeed.
That's true.
That's my own 2 cents, Auntie Adone.
Thank you so much for your contribution. Then I was asking you, are you still online?
Of course.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, I was asking. So, which route did you use? I thought I missed that. I'm not too sure.
Sugar. Well, it is the Agro road that I did.
Okay.
I did that. Do you remember earlier? I was not really interested in doing it because Emi Ofewala. That's why it's in Shesheto local liar because Emi Beru me fake on my bami so anyhow.
Adúró yẹn ni
So at the end of the day,
Adúró yẹn ni
Clear
wípé
women.
where you are coming from, wàhálà wà ń bẹ̀, or which Adúró?
So no, Aduro ni mo ṣe se. Aduro ni mo ṣe was
Aduro-
one doctor that helped me, because Emi Omo Nkonkon, so I didn't know how to go about it. So the doctor actually was going to marry me. Mo sọ pé mi lè fẹ́ wọn because mi nífẹ̀ẹ́ wọn. Wọ́n á sọ pé okay, pé mo wà honest. Pé in fact, the offer was that if I marry him, he's going to help me with the papers. Mo dẹ̀ ní uncle, Emi ò nífẹ̀ẹ́ yín o. Because his personality just doesn't go
And some
with
people
mine.
would have
I
done
don't-
it. Wọ́n á fẹ́, wọ́n á dẹ̀
That's
jump
just
in.
who I am. If I don't like you, I don't like you.
I like that.
But if I like you, even to Bani, we're going to manage. We're going to work things out. Because like I can always give you one
You are industrious.
like advice. I'm have to make it in life. But the man is a doctor. He lives in California. And I told him, I said, Uncle Miole saying, you know what? Yeah, I won't like me. Pay mo ṣẹ̀dá America mo dẹ̀ ti ń sanwó
Toasting ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ o.
I don't have a choice. So because mo ń ṣe irun ẹranko mo sọ pé mo ń ṣe irun. So owó tí mo ń rí níbi tí mo ti ń ṣe irun yẹn òun mo fi ń san bills mi. Matter of fact, I pay my next rent before the 15th of the month so that màá mọ̀ pé
yẹn ti kúrò ń bẹ̀. Yes, which is very important.
And I'm not a foodie. So mo bá ti bá rí mo ń jẹ, So máyì wá sọ fún mi pé àwọn máa help me fún Adúró.
Toasting ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ wa dùn ní.
Mo fún lọ́kọláya but àwọn máa help me fún Adúró. In fact, wọ́n pester me pé Adúnní. Kí ni yìí ti ń lọ? Time ti ń lọ. Money, you know what? Okay, I'm going to do it. What I said, mini story, wọ́n ní kí n kà kí n make sure pé mo assimilate it. Because, so wọ́n wá ní pé kí n lọ sí, wọ́n recommend different places tí mo lè lọ tó máa fi gba case mi. Wọ́n recommend about 4 places. Gbogbo wọn call me. Wọ́n sọ pé it's too close. It's too close to 1 year. Only one non-profit law accept case me. On any came up. Sherry ọjọ́ tó pé ọdún kan gangan no submit application me.
Wow.
Ọjọ́ tó pé ọdún kan gangan no submit application me. So then tó bá ti submit application yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. So mo wá retí wọ́n wá send the ìwé iṣẹ́ sí mi and what have you, social security and what have you. So ìgbà iná sọ pé mo láti lọ wá ṣẹ́ ọ pé mi láti máa ṣiṣẹ́ because I have to pay taxes and what have you. So tó rẹ̀ mo ṣe lọ wá ṣiṣẹ́. So afterwards, mo wá lọ fún wọ́n set me up for interview. It was someplace in Newark, sir. Mo ṣáà lọ for interview. Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ ṣe, But I want to buttress the point. The man sọ pé gbogbo nǹkan kọ́ ni àwọn pastor máa ń kó fi máa trick èèyàn, I did not even involve any pastor. I was just doing my things,
All right.
The law for interview. So I pay
pastor. Oh, sister, mi so that ká má sọ̀rọ̀ jù.
Mo yá máa san tithe fún wọn sin lóṣooṣù.
Àbí o.
You know what I mean? So it was I just like did everything.
All right. Jẹ́ ká stop ẹ
me.
níbí. Let's stop it here, ọ̀rẹ́ sister mi.
Mo lọ fún interview, mo sọ̀rọ̀ mi. Wọ́n dẹ̀ fún mi.
Let's stop it here, sister.
A year after, wọ́n approve me fún green
card. Ẹ jẹ́ ká stop ẹ níbí. Let's stop it here.
4-5
Let's stop it
after.
here, sis.
Clear women.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká stop ẹ so we don't put ká má sọ̀rọ̀ jù. Àwọn tó start ti pọ̀ o. Are you married? Are you married?
No, ma'am.
Toaster pọ̀ o. They don't dey toast you seriously.
Oh, sugar. Oh, all right.
And your voice is so sweet. You sound so romantic. Ta ló wáyàwó nínú yín?
Mo máa fẹ́ wá sí program, but I'm just not privileged to. Is it that I missed it, or is it that like I missed it by 30 minutes? I was like, oh, sugar. So I'm so thankful that I made it.
OA said he's very intelligent and smart and he's very handsome. There are plenty way they toast you. Who wants to marry my sister? Send your picture. Make I see first. Send picture in. Let me check you because now very pretty lady. Now me go check una. Toaster ti lọ. Honestly, I'm not a doctor. I'm an aviator.
I think you should set up a dating.
I actually try to do wahala yẹn
pọ̀. So you can mix match people.
The wahala is too much in it. So that was why I stopped. The stress was too much. The stress was. I even wanted to do it to even charge.
Because you're my namesake, so I just say auntie namesake.
Yes, I even wanted to be charging, but the stress I couldn't cope with the stress, so I had to stop. Àdùnní ìyàwó ẹ̀ bá wẹ̀ ti sanwó
àwọn
ni.
yẹn náà.
Irọ́ o. Eléyìí tí n bá máa èmi ni máa scrutinize ẹni tá a máa gbé fún. You cannot just be toasting her like that. Send me your picture. You must match her. She's very pretty and you can see pé very intelligent. So not for just for anybody. I've heard Destiny Destroyer. All right,
I know,
namesake.
right? Wọ́n pọ̀ l'Amẹ́ríkà ń sè.
Ó
Wọ́n
gba
pọ̀
sùúrù.
l'Amẹ́ríkà tán máa. Àwọn èèyàn tán gbélé mi wọ́n pọ̀ tó jẹ́ pé tí má béèrè lọ́wọ́ wọn pé are you sure pé o fẹ́ fẹ́ ni? Wọ́n máa ní pé mama mo kàn fẹ́ fi gbàwé ni. Mo ò ní bá wọn fọwọ́ sí mi ní bá wọn ya fọ́tò because obìnrin ni mí mi ìfẹ́ wàhálà. Mi ní fẹ́ ẹmọ ó ti wá.
Jẹ́ ká ó ti tó namesake á sọ̀rọ̀ later. Á sọ̀rọ̀ later namesake. Ó dàbọ̀. Àwọn Àdùnní máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ díẹ̀. Àdùnní, I'm the man waiting for you. Me or Àdùnní is big, small Àdùnní. We know we have two Àdùnní now. Big Àdùnní, small Àdùnní. You are the one waiting for small Àdùnní. Toasters máa pọ̀ kẹ́. Hey, that is my number pinned. Èmi lẹ máa bá sọ̀rọ̀. Talk to me first. Ó lè ní yín o. Ajẹ́ranjẹ, you want to steal my sister, go. That is my number. Small Àdùnní, oya, send me message. Make I scrutinize you first. Oya, let me carry 2 people number, then we continue. And we stop. Yes, so all Àdùnní, she's very beautiful. Very pretty lady. Very pretty. Picture of profile. Honest guy here. If you like say now you are the talk to Nabi.
Hello.
Hello. Hello to Etue.
Hello, yeah. Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
We are in the evening.
Yeah, how are you?
Oh, so, yeah, I was just listening to the last caller.
Yeah, me, Michael. I take exception to that. Go ahead.
And the name as well. So, going to the question, not everybody is as lucky as she is.
Yes.
Doing asylum.
Yes.
And the peculiarity why UK is doing what they did. Thankfully, it's not about Kemi this time because
exactly.
people would like to make it about Kemi.
I know.
Thankfully, she's not involved. She's not in government. She's in opposition. She's a shadow government, so she has got nothing to do with it. It's because people are actually crossing into the UK every day using Kano to cross over.
To cross.
And they do that illegally. And of course, they then seek asylum. The government has to cater for them based on the United Nations Charter. They put them, there is no accommodation. So they then end up putting them in hotels and other type of expensive accommodation. And people are not happy. So the English people...
Yeah, it's one of the reasons they are not happy about it.
That they are having to pay rent, pay mortgage.
They are using their tax.
Somebody from somewhere will just walk in and get such accommodation. In fact, there is a joke that they put up on Sunday that if so the Prime Minister said something that I'll be detaining all illegal migrants, then people are not saying that. People now say, oh, if putting someone in hotel, a 5-star hotel, is detention, please, I want to be detained too. So that's a joke. But that was to give the circumstance surrounding that new policy. So, of course, they couldn't just deport those illegal immigrants immediately. They have to process them. It takes time. They have to do so many things. But to show the people that they are doing something about immigration, the only thing they could do, or the only people they can act on, is the illegal migration. So the students, and of course, they are actually seeing that there is increasing number of students who are even turning to asylum too. So it's not a very good palatable thing. So they need to be seen to be working. That's why they said they start sending the letter since last week.
They've started already.
Finish their study. They should go back to where they come from. Very far. But not everybody will go. People that know their way,
they will run. So they've started sending the letter out.
Of course, it is what it is.
Hello, my brother. They've started sending the letter out already.
What did you say?
They've already started sending the letter out. The letters.
Yeah, they according to the Daily Mail that I read.
Okay.
So they started sending the letters to those who are
affected,
who are nearer to completing their studies. So, and of course, other type of application too, they will be very strict. So people need to be making sure they are doing everything right and right. They will be very strict. I've seen this. I've been here for 20 years, so I know the way the things go. There is always a wave, and after that wave, they will push back and punish people. There was a time, I think it was 2010, it was over 800 pounds. If you don't have 800 pounds in your account, you cannot renew. A lot of people fell for that. There was a time it was HSMP. They just cancelled that one. So it is always like this. Yes, it is always like this.
It's too much with them. It's not new. After using student, they will now tell them go. Wow.
Yeah, it is not. Yeah, I kind of start to understand the way it works. So it is the politics, it is the people. So in 2016, it was the Polish people. So the Eastern Europeans were like vilified that, oh, you are too many, you come here, you take our benefit and all that. So they said, oh, we want to leave the European Union. So that was why Brexit happened.
Exited.
And, of course, that has happened now. So it is now at that stage where they are now looking at, unfortunately, our own color is always like more pronounced. So the other people too is more pronounced. The one from Asia to their color. So the hate will be there. There is a particular political party that is coming up. Now that one, they even give them so many sleepless nights, including our own sister to Kemi, because they are ahead. If there is an election tomorrow, that party will be that they will. I know it's very hard to say they will produce the prime minister, but if there is an election tomorrow, they will come top. So because of that fear, all the parties are trying to seem to be doing something. Yeah.
Thank you very much for enlightening us. Thank you.
Yeah. So our sister Small
I know you will talk. Okay, how about her?
All right, madam. All right.
Ṣé ká sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́yìn ìsìn ni? I've been seeing some comments. Let me respond to Orunmila. He said Naija big mouth is the genesis of our wahala. We talk virtually about everything on here. Learn from other nationals. Other nationals are talking, especially India. Go to YouTube. They have a lot of channels on immigration issues on YouTube. And we have not said anything that is not in the news already. Okay? So mind your language. Because your first comment was insultive. I purposely did as if I didn't see it. You said with your big mouth. But with big mouth, yeah. If you come to social media, learn to be respectful and be civil. I saw your first comment. Go to other channels. Lots of channels on immigration issues. Because this is not affecting Nigerians alone. It's affecting many other countries. Not even black alone. And Romania and all the rest. It's affecting them. So many other countries are in the same thing that we are going through. So go there, just type immigration. And you will see many channels pop up. Nigerians let a man shot in your hub from talking. And you will use manipulation. You will use manipulation. And you'll be insultive when you want to even comment. You say with your big mouth. I purposely did as if I didn't see that comment. Michael Olatubosun. Okay, Abi, I've responded to you. So that was what we are talking about. And whoever is interested in Aduni, get across to me. The purpose of this video is for us to get enlightened. Some people might not know what is going on. Now, this last caller even will explain it more better because that person lives in UK. The last caller lives in UK. They know what is going on more than us that are outside. But we have people there. Some of our children, our family's children, our friends' children, they are there. It's something from talking, we can learn of other things. Some people have suggested other countries that people can go to. UK has always been here. This is not their first time of doing it. It's always like that when they're having issues with their political whatever. And it has gotten so bad that people take videos, they take their phone, their camera, they go to hotels to record all these asylum seekers. They record them and they are sending him to their parliaments. They look at the kind of hotel they are putting them. We, the taxpayers, they are putting so much pressures on us. You think you want them to be going through all that in their country and they will not talk? In our own country, how many foreigners will they help? In our own country, these people give us opportunity from where that we couldn't get where we are coming from. By talking like this, we are thinking of way out for people who are there so they don't make mistake, they don't get into more trouble. We are not the only one. We don't even talk enough. If you want to know, just type immigration on YouTube, oh, not Facebook. Just type immigration or migrants. Then you see how many videos, not Nigerian videos. Because most Nigerian channels, we don't even talk about what affects us as a people. What we talk about is what we talk about is rubbish. VDM and Easy Ogbeide. Easy Ogbeide and Blessing CEO. And can you call things that will not do anything to us, that has nothing to do with us? That is where we put our energy. Only very few people talk about what affects us as a people. Home and abroad. The rest, you find them in where there is fracas, where there is saga, whatever you people call it. Me, I'm not on social media to dance you. I want to talk about what can have positive impacts. Somebody called in now, that lady Aduni, for the younger ones, not for people like us. It means people's auntie, you are so brilliant. Why don't go back to school? When you lost school more. The one that I've read, it don't do. Now money. Now I'm even resting. I cannot go and collapse because I want to go back to school. She explained some things now that the younger ones that are watching here, somebody in their 30s that is just relocating, will not go and relocate and say na CNA you won't do all in life. When I see some people, I ask them how long they've been in this country, they tell me, and they speak good English, and I see the job they are doing, I'll be like, why didn't you go back to school? Why don't you do what can give you a better job as a young person? If older people relocate and Bukata no allow them to further, it's understandable. Not a young person. You saw how she said she refused to go. She said, no, I'm not doing CNA. She know how to do braid from home. Not only braid, makeup. She said she survived on that for a long time. And today she's a manager in a bank. That is a good one and encouragement for the younger ones. Because we see younger ones that will truly not go back to school. That was discussed here. We shouldn't look at what I learned from what she said is that we should not look at today and just because of the money, and we forget tomorrow as a young person. That is what I take from what she said. Have a dream for yourself. Okay, now I'm in this country. Oh, of course, it's easy to make money. We have seen people, the citizen of this country as well, that will drop because they can get some small money and they'll be, I'm making money already. I don't need to go back to school. No, hell no. Go back to school. It's very important. I have shared with you. Oh, you are calling. Okay. How? Because we didn't get my son's this thing on time. Transcripts. And that my son started earning some money. They are paying very well. The amount of money that a nursing person will be getting is what he's getting. And he doesn't want to go back to school. I said, that first degree is my own gift for being a good mother. Please go back. Today is grateful that he went back. I can as well say, okay, continue. After all, you are making money already. And the money you are making is equivalent of a nursing certificate money. No. It can be equivalent, but you don't have that degree. It was almost finishing in Unilag. But because I know I know their purpose of coming is not to sit down and just have certificates. No, I'm pushing even towards masters. One of them is going for masters. If you are not encouraged by what Aduni said when she called in, then you have not gained anything on this show. You had. It was even this thing that even gave her a heads up when she went to apply. She mentioned integrity. Already she has a good job already. That is what they want in their society, your contribution. Contribution of some people is what gives them that leverage to make way. Okay, you can call again. I'm trying to call you back. Sorry. I'm trying to call you back. Hello. You are on caller.
Hello.
You see? Scenario event says she's back in school and she's 58. Go ahead, sir. Abima.
Yeah, thank you, ma.
You're welcome.
So our sister called for the first time. She made a very great point. But there is something I want to say about asylum. We Nigeria seeking asylum.
Okay.
The problem we are having, our government is one of the most worst government on earth. They don't mean well for Nigerians.
You can say that again.
Asylum is an agreement between any country. Like Norway, I live here. It's difficult for Nigerians to have an asylum. Very, very, very difficult.
Why?
But once they grant you, you will be integrated. Because why? Nigeria has no concrete agreement with all these European countries. Our leaders are criminals. They are crooks. Even if they are sending you back, who is going to give the TC out? Is it not the embassy? It's the embassy. It's the embassy. So the Europeans don't know our weakness. Both the embassies here, they are corrupt. If the country rejects you, for example, there is no way they can force you back home. But Nigeria is the easiest country to get a traveling document. Yeah, about 5-7 years ago, they were even deporting children that was born here. Nigeria government was issued a TC, bring them home.
Wow.
Bring them home. But Nigeria don't know how to, because you cannot accommodate everybody at home. There are a lot of people who have no job in the country. Everybody is hungry, poverty everywhere. But the government does not consider that. You don't know if they are doing mass deportation. There is an agreement between Nigerian government with them. They are paying for it. The useless government we have, they are giving them money. It's not free. It's not free. Like in Norway, once you are granted, because they have integration system that is good for everybody. It's one of the best countries in the world.
Norway.
Oh, yeah, it's one of the best countries in Europe as a whole. But the problem we are having relies on our government. There are a lot of countries, they refuse the asylum. But if the country rejects them, they will come and reconsider them again. But Nigeria will accept, or even if it's 10,000. Because they know our immigration is corrupt. They will go there. A lot of my friends were deported from here. They saw what happened in the airport in Lagos. They were even protesting. The immigration after they come inside, one of your men, they drive Molu. You see, these people, they don't care about the citizens. The Europeans, they know we have problems in our country.
Yeah.
But the government is supposed to defend us. They are not defending us. They are telling them we are okay in our country.
I want to ask you a question.
That is, yeah.
Are you saying, for example, where you are, people cannot seek asylum there because they are Nigerians? Let's get that clear, please.
No, nobody cannot seek asylum. Let me tell you one. Norway, there's one thing Norway follows. They use quota system. There are numbers of people they want in each country. You know what I'm saying? You can seek asylum in Norway, but the guarantee is not there. The guarantee
you can seek, but the guarantee is not there. Hold on. You can seek, but guarantee getting it is not guaranteed.
It's not up to 2%.
Okay.
Because already Nigerian government has made an agreement with them. We have no problem in Nigeria at all.
Oh, somebody said the immigration law are not friendly at all. So that could be one of the reasons. Somebody just commented that their immigration laws are not friendly. So that might not really have anything to do with our government as it is. Or what do you think?
No, mother. It has something to do with our government. You know what? There was a situation here. Most of Nigerians say, we were not accusing our embassy. Why are you issuing TC? If the government does not issue TC, they cannot force you home. It's not possible.
If they want to deport them, hold on. If they want to deport them, our government should not accept them. Are you saying if they want to deport people, our government should not accept them?
Yes, if the government refuses, listen to me.
How can they refuse? Emma Bino, why will they refuse? Are they not their citizens?
They can bring you back to they can bring you back to the refugee camp. Maybe you can look for a good lawyer that can always defend you. That lawyer can stand on this. Since their people have rejected them, can't you guys reconsider them? There is a place the lawyer is going to stand on. But on our own issue here, the government, the police will even tell you your TC is not even difficult to get. When we call your embassy, they will issue it. Embassy will issue a TC without seeing that person that you are sending home. On behalf of you. You will be at home, they'll come and pick you. These are the problems we are having with Nigerian government. Okay, for example, I claim as a Nigerian, I'm not denying my country. Okay, even if you want to issue a TC to me, you must take me to the embassy. Let embassy interview me.
Yes, I understand him now.
They don't do that.
They make it so fast.
The police will just come in the morning and pick you. Already your TC is with them.
And yet, when people get back home, there is no job.
Yeah, these are the things we are facing. Like me, I have documents here. I'm almost 20 years in Norway. I've lived all my life here. My children is here. But we are talking about other people. The government is not helping the issue at all.
Somebody said Venezuela government refused their deportees from USA and they could not deport them to Venezuela. Yes. So they can refuse.
Because of the corruption of our useless government, they accept them with money.
Because of the money the country is going to give them.
They are going to give.
I know they say they give them money for accepting those people. Yes, there is no work for them when they get there. So they make the paper so fast, so easy.
No work in Nigeria. There's no work.
There is no work, except we are deceiving ourselves.
Yes. A lot of people here in Norway, because we have embassy in Sweden, we don't have embassy in Norway. A lot about 6-7 years ago, they are deporting people in the camp. That was the argument we're having with the ambassador. These people, you have not been there to an interview in the embassy, and you are issued a TC. And you know they are really Nigerians.
Okay, now I'm getting your point. So they might not even be Nigerians.
Yes, these are the problems.
But on their passports,
Ghanaians can claim Nigerians. Nigerian government, they don't care.
Does their passport not say where they are coming from? Or they don't have passports?
They are not. If you are seeking asylum, you don't bring passport.
Oh, you don't bring passport. I don't know much about this asylum seeking thing.
Yeah, you don't mention Nigeria. You just mention Nigeria. When you mention Nigeria, once you are being denied asylum, their contact is to contact Nigeria embassy. We have some Nigeria, we have refused them, we want to send them back home. You are issuing a TC without seeing the person physically for an interview. Is that right?
No, of course not. Right. So what do they say happens to their passport if they don't have passports? They will tell them they don't have passport, that they ran away.
Because if you are seeking asylum, you have your passport around with you. If they deny you, they don't even need to negotiate with the embassy. They will just buy tickets for that your passport and send it back home. It's just easily something. So that's why most people don't present their ID. But Nigeria, the worst people that is issuing those TC, these are the people to be blamed. You don't know whether they are Nigerians. Nigeria has a big problem. That is why in Europe, it's difficult for Nigeria to get asylum. Our government has contributed a lot of issues. The immigration I know it's easy to deport Nigerians. They know the government is corrupt from head to toe.
But wait. These people seeking, because I don't know too much about this asylum thing, how they do it and all that. All I know is that people seek asylum, blah, 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 for one or two reasons. Now, my question is, the people who are seeking asylum, how did they get to that country? Did they tell them they came through, the ones that come through boat or what? Lady boss, you will call him.
Mama,
Yes,
let me tell
let
you
him
one.
finish.
You see, in asylum way, there are ways you can smuggle yourself into different countries in Europe.
Mhm.
When you come
I'm asking for the
into
benefit of
system, you
people that are
seeking asylum,
listening,
you
you
tell
know.
them where you are coming from.
Okay.
You tell them your story. What we are against, especially with the Nigerian Union Association here, even if you are sending Nigerians that they have denied their asylum back, allow them to come to an interview in the embassy to really find out whether these guys are Nigerians.
I understand. So
Yes.
they just give people
These
paper
are
and
the
say, oh
problem
yeah,
we are
go.
facing. You issue TC without seeing the people you are issuing TC for.
Because
They'll
of the
go and
money
drop them,
that
all of
government
them
is
in the
going to
airport in
pay
Lagos.
there. So
All because they
indirectly,
want to give you money.
they may be taking a lot of people that are not Nigerians into Nigeria as it is by doing that.
Yes.
Oh, alágbára báyìí o.
Nigeria, we have a very big problem. I don't know the problem of our government. People have struggled to go out of the country. You guys have no job for them. Allow them to be where they want to stay. The
Okay, I understand your arguments now.
These people cannot do anything.
I understand your arguments now. You are making a point. Yeah, yes. You are really making a point. You can't help them there. Leave them where they are, because if you don't answer them, there's nothing they can do. But will they be allowed to work?
No, for example, maybe you see asylum is just, let me say, if the way maybe you don't have criminal record. For example, if they send you back, there was a lady here. She was pregnant. They wanted to send her back to Nigeria. So there was a lawyer they called for the lady. The lady said, no, you are violating her right. She's pregnant. They cannot take this woman back to Nigeria with pregnancy. They now return the lady back and his husband back to the camp again, to the refugee camp, after she gave birth. When she gave birth, the lady also herself, after 4 months, the same immigration police, they came again to say, now you have given birth, we are still sending you back to Nigeria because already your TC is with them.
Wow. They've collected it already.
Already it's with
them. This is serious.
These are the problem.
This is serious.
Like, okay, for example, let me make an example with Eritrea now. Eritrea is a dictator, but the government is working with these people here. You can't dare send anybody to Eritrea. The government will not accept it. When it comes to this place, in 2 weeks, they give them asylum. They give them asylum.
Within 2 weeks?
Because the man has no job for them. He has no job. They know the country is poor. There is a role a government of any country
what he's saying
with the citizen if they are seeking asylum outside. And when I say Nigeria is even a country that has more is even better than Nigeria with the situation we are having in Nigeria today. I really appreciate you, madam, for this your program because I was just watching. I said, let me contribute my own quota.
You've made what? In fact, you have educated many of us. Leaders. Exactly. Why not just let them be there? That is it. Because of their own selfish means. He is making a lot of sense. Thank you, my brother, for the contribution. At least we know what we have on ground. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you, madam. Yeah. Thank you, bye. Yeah.
If you want to call in, you can call in now. Was it no, not Lady Boss? The number is open now. You can call in. If I miss your call, I will call you back. The caller is very far from the realities of how immigration law applies. I think he's more talking about asylum law more than immigration. Hello, you are online. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I just want to contribute quickly. I think
they can't just raise TC for everyone on the street.
When they come to the States, to United States, they think of going to school, go 4-year college. why not go to junior college and learn a trade? I think that
A
would be
skill.
better, and that would be a quicker way to make money and to settle yourself.
A
I've been
skill.
here over
Yeah.
40 years, so I know what I'm talking about.
Thank you, Grandma.
I myself, I have been to, I have three degrees. I went when I first came way back in the 70s. I went into education when that doesn't work because at that time they don't let us, even you may have a degree, they won't let you teach because you are black. So that's a different case. Then I went back. I started a home health. I started a nursery school for children. I did very well, but that doesn't pan out very well. So I went to a trade school. I learned building and construction. And guess what? Now that I'm in my 70s, I was able to use that skill to help renovate houses. So our children should be
Look at
encouraged
skills. That's true.
to go into trade schools, and that will help them. Not everybody
I'll call you.
should focus on
Degree
going to
alone.
4-year college.
Thank you,
And
ma.
in my late 40s, I went to
You are in your late 40s?
nursing school and become a nurse. So I have my bachelor's degree in nursing, and now I'm retired. So there are so many opportunities in this country
Yes.
that people can look into. Like that lady that says about banking. I agree with her. But we shouldn't force our children and say you must have a 4-year degree.
Grandma, you are talking to me. I want that first degree. I say you are talking to me, Grandma. Because I said he was going to the school and he was still doing his technical school together with it, which is the scale. Yes, he was doing both at the same time, and now he has graduated into the technical school and his degree. And of course, the progress is we are making the progress. So I agree with you, ma.
Your children
yes,
are
Abby,
my
I got.
children.
Thank you, ma.
And I'm so proud of them when you talk about them.
Thank you, Grandma.
But I agree with everything you're saying. But I'm just saying to the next generation that they should consider going to trade school too.
Thank you, ma.
I'm just encouraging them.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Grandma. Thank you. God bless you, ma.
Now, thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you,
Love
Grandma.
you. Bye.
Love you too, ma. Based on what Grandma said, there was somebody I was trying to talk to some few days ago that said the child is not doing well in school and saying everything. I said, don't force him. Look, ask him what he wants to do. So from what Grandma said now, yes, Michael Olatubosun, I agree perfectly, and that's what I'm trying to say. From what Grandma said now, this is just a confirmation. If the child is not so good in education, allow the child to go for skill. Okay? There is money in skill. There is money in skill. And that's what I was trying to say, that the money he was earning, even before he finished the technical school, was equivalent of what RN was earning. I mean, will be earning. That's what he was earning while still going to that technical school. Then he was working. They call it while you are going to school, you are working in the company. I've forgotten how they call it. So apprenticeship. God bless you. That's actually it. He was doing apprenticeship and he was going to their school and he was doing his degree at the same time. And they were paying very well. So thank you, Grandma, for opening our eyes to that too. Okay, so we don't have to force a child that is not so good in education. We don't have to force them. Doesn't mean that child is a failure. So this is a beautiful one coming from Grandma. So if I miss your call, I think this is person that is calling. I think this is UK. Yes. I hope it's the right number. Not only that, air and balance, there is money there. Hello.
Hello, good evening, sis.
Is this Lady Boss?
Yes.
Good. I want to make sure you are the one to talk now. Go ahead. You said you work with the government.
Yes, I've been working for the UK government, actually immigration.
Oh, good.
For 19 years now, actually. Yes, 19 years. So basically, in terms of asylum, what's happening now is that, a lot of people that came in with this cause thing recently, a lot of them, when they got here, because they were sold this dream that, there's loads of care jobs that they can do, that they sold their stuff and moved here with their families, with their children. Some came with 3, 4, 5 children and stuff like that. When they got here, with all the money they paid to these agencies that charged them this ridiculous amount of money, they got here and found out that there were no jobs. There's still some jobs outside of London, but in London, it's congested. There are no jobs available. So even outside of London, a lot of those jobs have gone because people have come from Bangladesh, they've come from India, they've come from different parts of the world on that same cause thing. So the market is oversaturated. So what they're now doing, yes, it's oversaturated now. So what's been happening is that a lot of those families, they've been, they can't afford to pay rent, they can't afford to look after their children. Wow. So now a lot of social services, local authorities are getting involved in trying to at least help because of the children. A lot of charities are also involved, which now brings me to the ones that came in with the student visas, with their dependents and their children as well, which is part of the reason why they brought in that law. They amended the law and said, anybody, if you're not a PhD student, you cannot bring your dependents in anymore. So what a lot of the students are now doing is what they did before they changed, they amended the immigration rules, like a couple of months ago, is that they decided to now start claiming asylum.
Oh.
Yes. So what a lot of people don't realize is that, like I said, the UK government has country information on every single country in the world. They know each country's economic, political situation. They know everything that's happening. So if you come in on a student visa, because you have applications made in the UK, you have applications made outside of the UK to come into the country. When you apply for a visa to come into the country, we have an external system where everything is uploaded to. Your forms, your documents, everything. So they know everything. I'm talking about the system is going back donkey's years, that they can easily check anything. Anything you told them 10 years ago, 20 years ago, they can find it.
The record
just
is
on the
there.
click of a button. So now they're claiming asylum. You see? They're not going to grant them asylum because these people declared assets, they declared funds.
Thank you.
To say they had enough. They had enough to look after themselves, to study, to look after their families, like their dependents were allowed to work, part-time, they're allowed to work part-time whilst they're studying. These dependents can work full-time, things like that. So they have a record of everything you've said. So you're now turning around after you've arrived on a student visa to now say you're claiming asylum. On what basis? How
God
is that
bless
even going
you.
to work? Nobody's going to believe you.
It's straightforward.
Exactly. So in terms of asylum, we have people who have been in the system, who have claimed asylum 5 years ago, 6 years ago, and they've been 10 years ago. They've been refused. They've lodged further submissions. They've made further applications stating, because of this reason, I can't go back to my country. Because of this reason, I can't go back to my country. And they're consistently refused. When you're refused asylum, whether it's for humanitarian protection, maybe it's for your gender identification, your sexual orientation, whatever it may be, it's there. But if they're not convinced, because you have to attend an asylum interview, sometimes more than once. If they're not convinced about what you're saying, because they have information about those countries as well, they will refuse you. If you make subsequent further submissions applications, they will continue to reject them or refuse them with no right of appeal. So some people think by consistently doing that, they can continue to stay in the country. But the problem is they are not allowed to work. They are not allowed to work. So
not even for 1 year.
A lot of those people. So exactly. So what a lot of those people do is like they work hand, like they cashing hand jobs, things like that. Because what the government does, whilst the application, the asylum claim is still pending, is that they give them a token amount for bus travel, maybe vouchers for food, vouchers for nappies if they have children and stuff like that. That is what they give them, the barest minimum just to keep them going whilst the asylum claim is being processed. But once it has been rejected or it has been refused, that is it. They're expected to leave
immediately
the country. Yes, they're expected to leave. So if they don't leave, they can either do an administrative removal, remove them from the country, because what some people also do, what most asylum claimants do, is that once they get to Heathrow Airport, before they get into the check-in area and all that, they tear their passports into pieces, they do all kinds of stuff.
So there's nothing so there's nothing to check them in.
That is what they do. Because they think if they do that, it'll be difficult for them to remove them back to the country. But no.
Can I ask a question?
Embassies, the high commissions issued them with travel certificates, which we can apply for. So, and even if you have a passport, with us, you make an application, you claim asylum, after we've refused it, we will not give you your passport back because you have no legal basis to be in the country. So when you then decide to leave yourself, what happens is that we will arrange for your passport to be collected at the point of departure. Yes.
Can I ask you a question?
These are some of the things a lot of people are not aware of that. Some of these steps that they take, some of these decisions that they make, the government isn't stupid. They know exactly what is going on.
My sister, I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a question that could probably help our people. I don't know if it's possible.
Okay.
While the asylum thing is going on, can people look for places they can get a job? If they are offered job, will it still work?
No, once somebody claims asylum, they are not allowed to work. The only time they're allowed to work is, say, for example, you come in as a student, right? You're granted leave to enter or leave to remain.
How about as a student?
If
How about as a student?
Yes.
How about as a student?
If you are granted leave to enter as a student, you're working. Your visa will start from a start date and will have an expiry date. And then maybe you decide to go for your master's, and then something is extended again whilst you're studying.
Okay.
So halfway through or at the beginning, sometimes what students do is that they decide to now claim asylum. So when they claim asylum, whilst they still have that leave, that legal leave to remain in the country, they still fall under the conditions of that leave that was granted to them.
My question, maybe I didn't put the question well.
They can be doing the things that they're allowed to do until the asylum claim is processed.
Okay, maybe the question I should ask is, if they don't apply for asylum while they are still in school, can they be looking for places to work after school?
It depends.
If they don't apply for asylum, I'm talking about people who don't apply for asylum now.
Like they have leave going on with something else they've applied for. So they still have, like extant leave. They can still remain in the country because they're still under one category, and then they claim asylum. So while they're here and they're allowed to work, maybe they're allowed to work full time, they're allowed to study or whatever they're allowed to do, they can do that. They can look for jobs. They can do all that whilst the asylum claim is pending.
Okay, while the asylum case is pending,
they can look for jobs. They can do jobs. They can work
legal job.
Legally.
Okay. So if their company,
because they are already legally in the country. Okay. You understand?
Okay. So if their company, if they now get a company to file for them to give them job and put in papers for them, will that still work?
It can, because what they need to do then is that they can actually withdraw their asylum claim.
Okay, good. So it's making sense now.
They
Thank you.
can withdraw their asylum claim and proceed with this, whatever employer has decided to employ them whilst they're already in the country legally and stuff like that. They're allowed to do that.
Okay. Somebody said, I think UK government might have phased out post-study visa to look for jobs. How true is that?
They have.
They have.
You see, the thing, that's the post-study visa thing. That was what they replaced with the points-based system thing, whereby you can come in as an investor, you can come in as a highly skilled person,
okay,
you can come in as somebody who's here to do research that can benefit the UK government, the UK public, the UK people. That was what the points-based system thing replaced that.
Okay.
So it depends on which category you've come in under the points-based system.
Okay. Thank you so much. Anything you still want to tell us?
That people need to like. What I found is
if you have question, please put it so I can ask
Nigerians, her. I'm not talking Yoruba or any specific ethnic group.
I don't even think this is about Nigerians alone.
Nigerians generally, what I've noticed is that when someone goes to them, maybe a friend or family member or something goes to somebody who has already found their way, yes, in the country, when they go to seek advice from them, they only give them half information.
That's true. I agree.
They give them half information. Sometimes they even like leave out important things that those people need to do.
So at this point, what do you advise people to do as somebody who is experienced and in the field? What do you advise people to do?
I think what a lot of people,
especially students.
Someone mentioned on the show today that we Nigerians, we copy a lot.
Yes.
So that has affected a lot of the things, a lot of the decisions that migrants take, in the sense that someone says, "Oh, I've come in on a student visa, I've come in on a COS, I've claimed asylum." So without looking at your own circumstances, without actually checking to see whether this is something that can actually work for you, they jump on the bandwagon and they do it. Because you see, the thing is that, for example, if you're married to someone and you come in as a spouse and you're given leave to enter as a spouse, anything can happen within that marriage. Domestic abuse can happen. The fact that you came in as that person's spouse doesn't mean that you have to remain under that person's visa as their spouse. Okay. As long as you have evidence, you have everything to show that you're being abused within that relationship, whether you're male or female, you can also look at your own circumstances to see whether there is any other thing you qualify for or that you're eligible for to apply to remain in the country. So these are things that people need to know without just jumping on a bandwagon that everybody else is jumping on.
Thank you so much. And do you guys have any question before she leaves? If you have any question before I let her go, so that we can ask her so that people can benefit from it. Even a lot of African lawyers don't help matters and are not honest to their clients.
No, they don't. Trust me, they don't. They do not.
So if the lawyers are not, if the lawyers are not honest, and you still need a lawyer, who are you going to advise the kind of lawyer they go to?
You see, this is the thing. There is a lot of information on the gov.uk website.
Okay.
There's hardly anything you want to know.
That's ukgov.com, Abi?
Yeah, www.gov.uk.
Okay, that's how you write it. Okay.
Yes. So there's a lot of information there for people to educate themselves on what they can do, the steps they can take. There are citizens advice bureaus as well. They don't charge. You know, it's just that they're not
Please,
many
can
of
you
them
come
around
again?
anymore.
Can
But
you
you
come
can,
again?
you know, they
The
can
Citizen
contact
Bureau.
them, book appointments with them, and speak to immigration advisors there.
Okay. Somebody said I
It's
should
better
ask.
to like get correct information.
Somebody
Because
said,
not everything, I mean, like most applications that the UK government allows people to, you know, to make under immigration, you don't even need an immigration advisor. You don't need a solicitor. You just need somebody who is willing to sit with you. And because every application in the UK, you have guidance notes that tells you this is what we expect you to have. This is the evidence we expect you to produce. This is every single thing is broken down for you.
okay, somebody said, can people still come in through master's research programs? I think yes, but I will let her answer.
Yes, they can,
Yes.
but then it depends on what it is you're coming to study.
Like what? Can you enlighten us more on that?
Basically, like a lot of things now, you know, most of things have to do with tech, with AI, with all kinds of stuff, you know, medical, scientific things that would benefit the UK government, that would benefit the UK people. That is what they're looking into now. That is what they're interested in. What can you offer us in terms of your expertise in your field?
Okay. Thank you so much. Somebody said, Auntie, are we allowed to give immigration advice? This question, yes. There is no, there is no big deal to it. It's a discussion. There's no big deal to it. It doesn't mean we are asking people to come that want to help them. No. So they have to do their own job.
And all this information is, like I said, it's available on the government.
Exactly.
UK
They can cross-check. I expect anybody listening to this to go online and check it by themselves. The problem is that we rely on people too much. It has been even some people to go to computer and do stuff on themselves by themselves. They will be looking for people. That is just our problem. We don't like doing things ourselves.
A lot of information is there for people to check.
It's just for us
to for themselves.
My sister, you will go to social media. Sometimes people will be asking silly questions that they can readily find on with the phone they are using to type. It's so irritating when I see such questions.
Exactly, because
all you are asking is right there on your palm.
A lot of our people, they misinform each other about stuff.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
No problem. Anytime, please. Anytime.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. So 1 or 2 calls more, then we stop as it is. Thank you. Most students that study science, technology, engineering, and mathematics do have higher chances of securing work visa sponsorship after their studies. It's not as if they are ruling everything out, but they are talking about students and people who come in through COS and seeking asylum. And Woluma affected you, especially students. And you heard somebody said they've already started giving them the letter. Okay, information is readily available. Interpreting it is another thing. Even interpreting, you can still use Google to interpret for you if you don't understand. That's another thing. If you read something, you don't understand it, that same question running through your mind, type it. I get information through that sometimes when I don't understand something. I read it. What does this mean? All I need to do is, what does this mean? And it comes out. Hello, caller, you are online. Please make your voice loud, and you need bedroom voice.
Yeah, hello, I'm Chaduni, my bedroom voice. I'm coming from Sweden.
Okay.
And I was listening to the guy who spoke before this lady spoke, and actually I do interpret. And most of the things he was saying about the TC, whatever, it doesn't really apply, because if you have to apply for a TC, you as a Nigerian would be the one to apply for the TC in the embassy.
By yourself?
Not anybody is going, yes, by yourself. No one will get your own TC. TC is an emergency travel
certificate.
You, as a Nigerian, we apply for. And before the embassy will give you this TC, they will interview you. You know, if a Nigerian is speaking English, you will know. If a Ghanaian is speaking English, you will know. So, and you know, Nigeria is a key factor in Africa. This has got nothing to do with Nigerian government. Go and read anybody who is seeking for asylum. Asylum these days, or asylum, you will sit down and read and understand the laws, the immigration laws of the country you're seeking asylum in. You can't just seek asylum with flames. There was a lady I was supposed to be interpreting for. She said she speaks Eno. What do you speak? You know this Eno we speak in Lagos, like a
logo baka sokoti toko.
And I was wondering, why don't you have a language? No, she doesn't have a Nigerian language.
She was speaking Eno.
Even that language, you speak a Nigerian language. You say that Nigerian language is from the ground. They will go and get an interpreter who will interpret it. There are interpreters. So all these things entails when people asylum is not strong enough, you don't have evidence, you don't expect a country to believe your stories. The guy also compared Eritrea and Nigeria.
Yes.
Go and read what the Home Office wrote about Nigerian asylum seekers. Go and read what also
Sweden, Abi? The Sweden Home Office.
They wrote. These are details report that the immigration officer will give you to go and read. Are these things true about your country? And all these things are true. There are researches that they have made with years of researches, and they are not lies. They are not lies. So the Nigerian government, I don't think the Nigerian government takes any money from any deportee. That's not a fact.
No. I don't think it's from the deportee. I think the government of the country sending them back or something. I don't know how true it is anyway. The government sending them back.
Because if you say you're a Nigerian, they will ask you, because most of these asylum seekers, some of them, one man your passport, one you David, one your passport, one passport, or one told you passport, one passport, one no police report.
Wait, how can you come into a country? You came through the border, one stamp of passport, and you now tear that passport. Oh, could make sense.
Yeah, it means no one told you passport, one you just call it.
Okay.
One you just call it. You mean what toilet, man, on your passport, So, I want passport. They don't even know that seeking asylum, if you have your passport, that gives you a huge.
So that means that scope you don't overdo, Abi. Is that what you are trying to say?
Yeah, scope you overdue. If you have your passport, you have an identity, because Usentufe inherits the criminal country means.
English, please, for the benefit of others.
Okay, these countries do not want to inherit the criminal of another country, because they want to know who you are. They want to see you. They want to see your record. But if you're coming without a record, they don't know if you're a criminal. They don't know if you're a criminal because they don't want to inherit other people's criminal. They themselves have their own criminal. So that's it.
So serious. So
people should sit down and read about what the immigration law says about all this immigration law has to do with even asylum seekers. It's the same immigration that is governing all of them, that is taking care of them.
Okay.
They should sit down, read about the country you're going to, sit down and read about the reports of other countries that they believe in has written about asylum seekers. Because you can't compare an Eritrean asylum seeker with a Nigerian asylum seeker. Nigeria is a key factor in Africa. Eritrea is a country that has been in shambles for how many years? So,
and Eritrea is very, very, very small country.
Comparison has no ground at all.
It's a very small country.
An average Nigerian who is coming to seek asylum has no asylum basic ground, because Nigeria is not a war-torn country. Nigeria has been in
some use agege
now for how many years? So Nigeria is a democratically governed country. They don't want to know. They don't want to know what is wrong with individuals. They know Nigeria is a rich country. So that's just what I want to say. So people should read, make researches.
Jimmy Johnson.
These things are like the last caller said.
I see your comment before you come out.
Everything is on immigration side. Everything. So if you're coming abroad, don't base on what people who have been here 20 years. You can't.
Yes, because things are changing.
I came in here as a student in 2005. I came as a student in 2005. The laws of
things were good then.
Every
year. Things were better then when you went in.
Yeah. Yeah. In those days, we didn't pay school fees. In
Wow.
those days, it was free school fees for us because all you needed just to do is to present a money. You have a money in account to be able to pay for your rent. But now, it is not like that anymore. And when our people will get here, they wouldn't go to school. They would put school aside. So they started asking them to pay school fees. I came for my master's. I came for my own since 2005.
That's why I say it's better people finish their first degree before taking a step further.
I finished my first degree already in Nigeria.
Back home, exactly.
I finished my first degree already in Nigeria.
That makes sense.
Then I came here So I came here as a master's student. And when I came, the first semester, I deferred my admission and studied the language just to buy time. And that was how I deferred my admission to go and study the language. That was how I studied the language for almost 1 year. And I went back to start the real school. One thing at a time. And even in this country, even when you come as a student, you study and study and study, they will still ask you to go back home. They will ask you to go back to your country. Those are the rules. It is left for you now. Like me, I came as
that
a
is in
person.
Sweden.
I was lucky enough. I found love. I found true love.
Oh,
not the one that people will play people.
Yes,
not the one with people. I found true
original love.
I've been married since 2027.
Wow. So a citizen.
So that. Yeah, I'm a citizen. Yeah, I'm a citizen.
I mean, you married a citizen. You married their citizen. Oyibo.
Yeah, Oyibo don't call me.
Oh, no, anymore. So
is a white Swede.
Somebody is speaking the language to you. Call her your Prata Svenska or something.
Let's see, I do a Prata Svenska.
Oh. What is that bureau Swedish? Oh, yeah.
Oh, läget?
Ja Prata Svenska.
Ja, pratar du svenska? Ja.
Jag
pratar svenska med. Ja, jag har pluggat mycket på svenska. Jag har pluggat. Till och med.
Yay. Not this English. I like this job. Oh, yeah, speak more for us.
Yeah.
Speak more for us.
I've really studied here. I studied.
And the language comes sweet for your mouth, too.
So I have 2 degrees actually. So
wow, the language comes sweet for your mouth. This is interesting. The language is so sweet in your mouth. I beg, pass Yoruba self. I really love this. Okay, the person say ya prata. Oh, hey, you are not speaking the language. You only ya prata. Wow. Kini meaning? What is voce yahoo? What is voce yahoo? What is the meaning of voce yahoo?
Voce yahoo is voce yahoo. What is she saying?
Oh.
What is she saying?
Okay, it's like that person too lives in that coin. That's why they say my person. Oh, wow. This is so beautiful. I love this.
Yeah.
I really love this. Wow. Oh, that was speaking in tongues. Somebody said it's like you are speaking in tongues. And you're calling our Vikings. Yeah, she speaks it so well, so beautifully. So beautifully, so fluent. Very fluent.
Almost all their first degree is in their language. So
they don't speak English in that place.
Get extra degrees here, you have to be able to be sound in the language. So school tomorrow by now, all the education I've been doing here is with the language. So
wow,
they're very friendly people. So
this is so beautiful.
Fine. What are you saying?
I said this is so beautiful. Hello? I said this is so beautiful.
Yeah.
And I'm very sure anytime you speak it, they will love you more. That's one thing I find out with them. Once you can speak the language of where you are.
Yeah.
Okay, the person said Uchekta.
Every door is open for you.
The person said Uchekta. The person said Uchekta. Uchekta.
Svenska.
Come again.
They call us Svenska. Svenska.
Wow. I'm jealous, so I go relocate. I'm so jealous.
Auntie Adam, you can visit Sweden.
I will visit you.
Sweden, I will host you.
I will visit you. I want to come to Sweden. And you know what? You see, why we are throwing our own language away, these people don't joke with their language. Oh. They don't joke with their language.
They don't.
Anywhere they go.
You know what pains me? My grandmother who could read in Igbo, because my parents are Igbo, but I was born and brought up in Lagos.
Okay.
My grandmother who could speak,
you be multi, oh. You be multi, oh. I been a multi, we go call her. You are a multilinguistic.
Yeah, I speak 5 languages.
Wow.
I speak right fluently 5 languages.
Wow. This is so. In fact, the way you are speaking that your language, I they jealous.
I had a C in Yoruba. So I read Alawuye Aworawo. I read a lot of. So I have a C in Yoruba. So for you to know that.
Wow. Yeah, very impressive. Very impressive. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you for your contribution.
This is Sweden. My husband and I will host you.
Let me store your number. I will store your number so I will remember.
Yeah.
I will send hello to you with my direct line. Because Sweden is one of my dream country to visit. Sweden is one of my dream country, to visit. Wow. Thank you very, very much.
No problem.
Thank you so much. Your contribution. So one more call. Somebody has been calling since, so I picked that call, then we end it there. Wow, this is so interesting. You see? So when we listen to this kind of a thing, it can, for younger ones that are watching, people that still want to relocate, because the relocation cannot stop. There's nothing we can do. Hello, caller. Last caller.
Yes.
Co-master. Merci. Très bien, merci. May I speak? How are you?
Escada.
Mogbe. Which language is that again? Escada. Which one is that again?
This is Danish.
Which language are you speaking?
It's Danish from Denmark.
Oh, from Denmark. Danish. They call it Danish. Not Dutch.
Danish.
Yeah. Danish. Oh, yeah, speak it small. From Denmark. Okay. Speak it for small.
Yeah. I just want to quickly contribute to what.
Please go ahead.
They've really spoken very well, and I just want to say, different countries have different immigration laws. So you don't expect the immigration law of the UK to be the same thing with the Scandinavia. Like the Scandinavia, for example, they have one of the toughest immigration law in the world. For example, like Norway now, for students, when they come in to study, what happens? After their study, they are expected to go back to their country. You can only stay in Norway if you maybe get married to their citizens or something else. Like in Denmark, normally, when you come to Denmark to study, after your study, you are given a 2 years stay to get a job.
That makes sense.
So after that 2 years, if you have a job on a very high scale, salary scale, then you can change your status to a skilled status. And that one will now give you a different kind of residence in the country. But what happens is this: most of our people that come overseas, they lack a lot of information before they come. And when they come, they don't want to do the right thing. So they end up having a lot of problems, just like what that lady was talking about, the one in the UK. Normally, when you finish your studies, you cannot now go and claim asylum and expect them to grant you asylum, because you have already declared that you are self-sufficient.
That's true.
So there's no basis for you to claim asylum.
Exactly.
So your asylum claim will be denied categorically. And you see, right now, there's a lot of deniers, because like about 10, 15 years ago, when people came to to different countries overseas, they have a particular saying, which they expect the white people to believe. So everybody, just like the lady was saying, they copy a lot. So they give the same asylum reason why they are in the country. But the white men or the white people or the foreigners have documented all this claim, and they have found that everybody cannot have the same claim. So in that regard, when you come with this kind of claim, they already know that it's a lie. So your claim will be denied.
That's true.
So they keep coming with the same claim, and
it doesn't tally.
Of one of the callers, like the one that said, as when you are under asylum, you are not expected to work because it's a different kind of residence. If you come in with a student visa, you are allowed to work for a limited number of hours.
20 hours.
Like 20 hours. Yes. So when you change your status to maybe an asylum status or to a different residence, I'm just telling you about the Scandinavia now. You are not allowed to work for that period. While your application is being processed, because you have changed your status to a different status.
So until it is approved.
Wait until it is approved or not before you can get back to work. Also, to support some of the callers that called in, most people, when they come into the country, like in the Scandinavia, they fail to integrate by studying the language. You come in with a degree like accounting or banking or sociology, you cannot get a job here because they don't speak English. They don't speak English in the Scandinavia. They speak their different language.
Only their language.
Swedish, Finnish, or Danish, and all those stuff. So you can't expect to get a job with your degree. So you need to go back to study. Because I know some people who came into the country, and because they could not get a job, they had to go to the language school. They went back to school to study a degree in the language. Yes. And eventually, today, they have a job, and some of them are even professionals in their own field.
Wow, good to know.
So most people don't want to go back to school. They don't want to study. So that is why you don't find a lot of blacks in the Scandinavian country, because it is too tough. The level of corruption is minimal.
But there are jobs there.
It's very minimal.
There are jobs.
There are jobs. Of course, there are jobs. But you need to understand the language.
That is very compulsory.
It's very compulsory. Without the language, there's no way you can work successfully. There are also places like maybe in the capital where some countries or some companies, they speak English, but it's very minimal. So that is the problem we are having. So they lack a lot of information. People just, I want to go to Norway, I want to go to Finland, but they don't read the immigration laws. It's not the same law in the UK. It's not the same law in America.
But you said something, my brother. You said something, but once they are done with their schooling there, they are allowed to work for about 2 years while processing their papers, Abi. They don't have to go back to their country immediately.
It depends on the country. Like in Norway, for example, you finish your education, they expect you to go back to your country
immediately.
But in countries like Denmark, when you finish your education, your postgraduate education, they give you 2 years to look for a job.
Okay, that's good.
So they give you 2 years to look for a job. So if you get a job on the high skilled level, then your status changes. So you now get a different kind of visa or residence. So you are not allowed to stay. But if you don't get a job within that period, then you are allowed to go. But something recently happened, like in Denmark, for example, something happened recently where they have cancelled such visas. There was a visa called the green card scheme. This was cancelled because there was a lot of like revolt from the foreigners that came in. Some said, oh, they are highly skilled professionals. They cannot come here and do odd jobs. Why are they giving them odd jobs? So the government did not just answer. The government only replied by laws. So they implemented laws and they cancelled it. So right now, they just give you a visa for 2 years after your studies. And after 2 years, you go back home.
After 2 years, if you're able to get a company that will do your papers, can you stay?
Get, Aduro or get, you know what I mean?
Okay, I do.
So then,
somebody is speaking Denmark to you here.
But if you don't get married or something, then you go back home.
Somebody is speaking
so
language to you.
The only option when you come in after 2 years is to get married. But in that case, they've even implemented a law also where you have to deposit a higher amount of money. You have to show about. Yes?
You have to show what? Go ahead. You said you have to deposit money. What is the money for?
A sufficient amount of money as proof. That is, if you are, for example, now if you are getting married to a Danish citizen now, you need to put a particular amount of money in the government's account.
Why?
And that money is is to safeguard both parties.
In case it's fake.
It's to safeguard both parties, just in case of any emergency, to know that your marriage is
genuine.
It's
genuine.
It's true.
How much is the money?
It's about just 120, 125, which is about 5, 10, 50, 20. It's about 25 to 30,000 US dollars. And this will be in the government's account for 7 years. And it is after 7 years that the money refund. So in that 7 years, you have to be in the marriage.
The marriage must not scatter.
Goes up, then you lose the money. So you see, so that's why most citizens don't get married to foreigners anymore.
Our people, they are smart, though.
So you see, there are different laws in different countries.
They say. Sorry, this is very funny. $30,000.
Yes, it's about.
Who is going to deposit it? Who is going to deposit between the two couples?
So who has that kind of money?
Wait, who is going to deposit that money? Is it the husband or the wife? Or
it's you and the wife.
Both of you
will provide it. But where would they get that kind of money? And it's going to be in the account for 7 years. Untouchable. You can't withdraw it.
They say.
So
if the marriage now scatter, government collect that money.
Also, like what the guy was talking about in Norway, you see, when you are under asylum, you cannot apply for a TC. It is the immigration that applies for you, not you going there physically, because you are under asylum.
Okay.
Because if you go there physically, they assume that you will run away.
So they don't offer TC. So that was what Jumi something has been saying, that no, you don't apply for TC. That is the people that go and apply. No, that you have to provide information.
Because if, for example, now, okay, you are under asylum. I say go and get your asylum. Will you come back? You will not come back.
That's true.
You will run away. So
no, I think we got that man wrong. Hold on, my brother.
It's too liberal. That is what the guy was. It's too liberal. They give it out easily.
And that's what he was saying too. Now you are talking.
Yes, that was what he was trying to say. And also, you see, there was a time they were doing what they call voluntary deportation, when you are being deported, like odd. Yeah.
Go ahead.
So the Nigerian government has a big problem. So normally, when they deport people, they give them some amount of money, but they don't give them physically. They give to the government. So that when they get there, it is given to that person to settle that person. But this money is not being given to these people when they get back home. So that is the problem. So we have a big problem in that country. You see, the problem of Nigeria is the government, the police, and the pastors, the three P's. Once we can sort this problem, Nigeria will be a better place to live. Everybody wants to go back to Nigeria, but which Nigeria do you want to go back to? You see, for the past 50 years, our forefathers have been telling us that Nigeria will be better. But every year we keep seeing Nigeria going down the drain, where a country, the truth is in the garbage and the wrong is on the throne. How can such system ever work? The justice system is corrupt, the police is corrupt, the government officials are corrupt, everywhere is corrupt, even the embassy is corrupt. So what kind of system are we saying? So the white men, the white people, they know this.
Somebody is speaking Danish to you.
It's a really big problem.
The veranda, Idag.
With you and every one of us, we just hope that there will be a solution. But I doubt with what we are seeing each day.
It's like it's getting tough for most of this country.
I just want to say thank you, Auntie Adinu. You are doing a good job, and we appreciate you.
Thank you, my brother.
People
are greeting you in Danish, or Danish or Danish or whatever you call it. Is it Danish?
Okay.
They are greeting you in Danish. I don't know how to read their language. Somebody said veranda, I don't know how to pronounce their words. Okwe Oluwa, you can see the comments. He's trying to greet you in Danish. So Fausat has been trying to speak some Danish to you since. Me, I don't know how to pronounce their words.
This is not. That is, I will see you soon. This is not.
This is not. Okay. How long have you been in Denmark?
More than 21 years. I was
okay. You are family already.
I left for Denmark.
Oh, you are no more in Denmark?
No. I was in the UK before.
You left UK for Denmark.
Yes.
And if you compare the two,
I have to do a special government scholarship for like a PhD.
If you compare the two places, which one do you think you find much easier?
Denmark is peaceful, more lovable. The corruption rate is low. The corruption level is low.
Wow.
The only problem is just the language. If you want to stay, you have to learn the language.
Fausat said, snata.
You sleep with your doors. You sleep with your doors open. Nobody comes in.
Wow.
You can leave I know how many times I've left my doors open. Nobody comes in. So there's no crime. The crime rate is very low.
Very low.
Very, very low. So not like the UK.
If you are not talking of UK, America, uncle.
As
we talk, while I did for Chicago. Denmark is very nice place. Wow. Somebody said danke good. What is danke good? Danke good.
Dank is good. That is Danish is good.
Okay, Danish is good. Okay, danke good.
Danks are gone.
Oh, dagon. Wow. Wow. You see, so that means there are so many other places. We just focus on America, Canada, and UK. You see what they do for us. So it's better. You see what they do. Yes. Somebody said Danka Dede. You can call it whatever. Danka Dede. Danke good. Honestly, this is Denmark is clean and beautiful. Wow. All right, maybe we will visit too. At least those European countries,
Sweden, Norway, Finland, these are very untapped areas that are not known. Untapped areas.
Untapped areas.
It's just that the immigration laws are difficult, but you come in in the right way.
Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
Thank you so much for the enlightenment and information. Thank you. Èyí táwọn Kẹ́mi, they are using us to do shakara. Kí ló dé? Ranka Dede is good. Ranka good. Àbí kí ló sọ lẹ́ǹkan yẹn? Danke good. Did I get it right? Danka good. Danka good. All right, let me pick the last caller for real. Hopefully the last caller, then we can go. And I think this is somebody from one European country too. This is another European country. Finland is good, but language is barrier. The people who go, the young ones should learn their language. Their brain is still working now. If you are talking about somebody like us,
Okay.
may not be able to learn the language. Hello, good afternoon. I know who is talking. Go ahead,
Yeah,
sis.
good evening. Yeah, I can't talk about asylum, seekers and how you can use asylum to get your residency. I can only speak on how you can get it by jobs. I live in the Netherlands. For now,
one
in the
European
Netherlands,
country,
you still have what we call a work permit, a right to work. As a student here, when you finish either your master's or your first degree, you get a 1 year called search year.
You get what?
Year,
come again, please. You get what?
You get 1 year search year for you to work.
Okay.
So you find a job. The company can sponsor you. You get a job, the company can sponsor you.
Okay.
I always advise candidates and applicants when you are applying, and for those people that live in the Netherlands, please go to the IND website. Download the companies that offer sponsorship. I always advise people, do targeted applications. Don't waste your time applying for companies that will not offer you sponsorship. Do targeted applications. Go to the IND website. The information is there. Download companies that will offer sponsorship. Look at those organizations. Start applying. Apply for internships. Apply for full-time jobs. Start applying, but do targeted applications. You apply to those companies. Learn to write very good letters. Sometimes I also tell people, try and do volunteer jobs. What discourages a lot of recruiters and employees from hiring people in the Netherlands is when you see a resume and the person has never worked in Europe or in the Netherlands, it discourages hiring managers from hiring. I'm talking fact because that is my field. I'm talking fact. If you've never, so I always encourage people, what are you looking for? The first thing the first question I ask is, what are you looking for? Are you looking for a permanent residency? Are you looking to naturalize? What is your aim? If you're looking to naturalize, first things first, find a volunteer job in your resume. Nobody would ask you if you are paid. Nobody asks those questions. I don't ask. All I want to see is that you've worked in the Netherlands. I call it a foot in door job. Apply for a company that will offer you sponsorship. I always tell candidates, if you don't ask, don't tell. Just make sure they offer sponsorship. If a candidate does not ask you if you have a right to work, don't tell. Apply, get the interview, you get the job. Let that question come after. More often than not, recruiters don't want to go back to the market after they found their right candidate. This is experience speaking. We don't want to go back to the market after we find our right candidate. If the company sponsors, we will offer that sponsorship. I would always ask, and the reason why I ask, over the years I've done it, so I ask. I ask because I always want to inform HR ahead of time. We will sponsor this person, start preparing sponsorship. But there are times I forget to ask. And it's when we have made the offer that we'll now see what the person doesn't have. So I know there are times I haven't also asked. Always look for companies that offer sponsorship and bombard them with your application letters. Don't waste your time with companies that don't offer sponsorship. You also have the routes and then you have different ages where you can be sponsored. So depending on your age, the salaries are different. I knew it was reviewed at some point. There was a time it was 1,000, it was less than about 2,200 euros per month gross. You'll be offered sponsorship depending on your age. But of course, the older you are, the more you're expected to earn for you to be qualified for the level of sponsorship you're asking for. As of today, you still have 5 years for you to have lived without any break in your residence permit. After 5 years, you can apply for a permanent residency or naturalization. I always advise people apply for a permanent residency first. This is the reason. If you apply for a passport first, and in the course of your application, that thing takes 1 year, minimum of 1 year. In the course of your application, you lose your job. you lose that application. Because at the end of the application, it's written there, but whoever read that side, you must have a valid residence permit when you're upon getting your naturalization confirmed. Many people don't read that. However, if in the course of applying for your permanent residency, you lose your job, you can still get your permanent residency regardless.
Why?
Regardless, you will get. Yeah, because that clause does not cover permanent residency. Again, the information is that people just don't read. Every information I'm telling you is on the website. Over a period of time, when they see
what
that
is their
people
website?
capitalize on
Is it the
certain,
IND
should I call it
website?
loopholes? They find a way to cover those loopholes. But what I'm saying now has been guaranteed and tested. Look for companies that offer sponsorship. Apply with such companies. Don't waste your time because they don't offer sponsorship.
Okay, can I ask you one or
Coming
two
to highly
questions
skilled
before you
immigrants.
run away?
Yeah, sure, shoot.
Do you have to, is the official language English, or what is the
Okay,
official language?
Coming to that.
Okay.
There are a lot of, because it's a very international country.
Oh, okay, somebody
The
just answered
official
the
language,
question.
of course, is Dutch. Of course, it's Dutch.
It's Dutch.
The more Dutch you speak, the higher your chances are.
So do you have to go and do you have to go back?
I don't speak. No, you don't have to speak the Dutch language for you to get a job.
Okay.
There are companies that require, look, there's some jobs like if you're an accountant, you work in finance, you work in maybe some kind of skills that require numbers. Nobody needs to talk to anybody in Dutch language.
Okay.
But there are some jobs that you cannot do without speaking Dutch.
Okay.
An example is HR. You will speak Dutch in HR. An example is legal. You have to speak Dutch in legal. So different fields require that you must speak the language. But for you to, of course, because you're going to have to do what is called the in-burglary, and I heard it's really difficult now. When I came, it was A1. Now I think it's even B2 or B3, and that is difficult. Even the people themselves tell you it's difficult, then it's you that is not a Dutch speaker.
Now, let me ask you another question concerning students. A student coming in, are the students allowed to work while in school?
Yes, you are, of course.
How many hours?
I hire interns. Okay, so I think it's 19 or 22 hours a week. I'm not sure.
Okay, more like the general.
I'm not sure.
Most countries are 20 hours a week that you can do as a student.
No, I think it's either 20 or 22 a week.
Oh, okay.
Either 20 or 22 a week.
Oh, okay. Either 20 or 22
I
hours.
hire interns, so either 20 or 22.
Okay.
Of course, it depends on your course. And then I should add that PhD is different too. If you come in as a PhD student, you come in as a highly skilled immigrant, and that's different.
Okay.
So there are many ways. But
yeah, she just answered that editor. She just answered that there are English jobs.
Again, I cannot speak to the asylum part. I don't know anything about that. I didn't come.
Now, I would rather people go even through the right channel than this asylum thing.
Yeah.
Asylum thing is why many people are stranded. That's your uncle you have not seen for 40 years, 30 years. Is the reason why some of them are stranded. They can't leave, they can't come in, and they can't even move forward.
Yeah, I can't speak. But for work, honestly, there are jobs in
the
Netherlands.
Jobs.
You just have to have the skill set.
Okay.
You have to have the skill set.
Because everybody is just focusing on UK, focusing on UK, focusing on America.
The good thing about it is, if someone speaks Dutch and you speak English, but you are better than the person, most times they want someone that will do their job. Yes, they want someone that will do their job for them. This is a field I work in, so I'm not saying
what you don't know. I understand. Some people are saying, some people have even been trying to speak the language to you too. But you say you don't speak Dutch, right?
Yeah. No, I speak. I speak. What I'm saying is, you don't require.
It's not compulsory.
For you to get a job.
Not all jobs.
In some establishments, yes.
Okay.
HR is it's not mandatory, but you have to.
Okay.
You have to. And I always tell people, once you see a job and they put it in Dutch language, don't waste your time.
Somebody said asylum thing in Netherlands is even a waste of time.
I don't know about asylum, so I cannot speak to that.
Somebody is saying it's a waste of time in Netherlands.
I don't know. I can't speak to that. But if you want an easier route, please go through your highly skilled immigrant route. Go through your schooling. The 1 year still works. PhD is almost guaranteed. Although with recent changes in law, those things might change. But the good thing again about Netherlands is the day you enter, the law suits you from that day you entered. What that means is, if, for example, I enter today and 3 months from now the law changes, it does not affect me. Because when the law changed, I was already in the Netherlands.
Somebody is trying to speak the language. Alex, go ahead, Medjay.
Yeah, all is good, my.
Oh.
Festival.
Oh, all is good. That's what it means. Is everything okay?
Yeah, is everything good with you? And I said, yes, all is good with me. Thank you. Thank you, El.
Thank you so much.
All
the
right,
real, go ahead. You are sick in the head.
Bye-bye.
You are sick in the head. The real.
In the Hague.
Not you. I'm responding to somebody that is not okay here. You are not okay mentally. Okay. So go and take your medication. You are sick in the head. Send it to them. You are very sick in the head.
All right. Udabo.
All right. So we have spent 3 hours. I was meant to do 1.5. So I think some information might be useful to some of you. And I know some people will be like, what are you looking for? What are you people looking for, running from one place to the other? Everybody have their dreams, okay? If people decide they want to relocate, I don't see any big deal in it. So the ones you can, let us stay and build Nigeria. You can stay and build it. Not all of us will stay there and build, okay? Some of us, we don't come out already. Nothing where you go do. So, like that our sister said, especially for the young ones. I have a lot of young people on this channel. I was surprised. For the younger ones, please don't get to a country and be comfortable. Get to a country when you find yourself relocating. Try and do what will make you comfortable, what will make life easy for you, so that tomorrow you'll be able to look back and you will not say you have wasted those years. The sacrifice of today, sacrifice of today will be a benefit for tomorrow. If you refuse to sacrifice today, tomorrow you will be like, I should have done it. And by then, time, you cannot wind back the hands of the clock. What type of skills are needed aside medical, law, accounting, HR? Kini is there, technology is there, IT is one of it. There are so many things under IT. So you Google it. As long as you're educated, go on Google and check. Check the country you want to go or you want your children to go. Multiply, don't block them. The country you want your children to go. Because this is more about people even sending their children to school, to where they are going now. You send a child to UK after spending all that money. The child cannot even work for 1 year or 2 years before going back. I find that very, very upsetting as a parent. Okay. So before you send that child, please, parents, if you are living in Nigeria and you want to send your children out, do due diligence. Okay. As long as you can read, sorry, Google, they check and won't come. All right. What you don't understand, still type it. If you read something you don't understand it, you still type it that you don't understand this. What does it mean? Google will make it easy for you and explain it. Continue to break it down for you until you understand. It be too easy, they have made life so easy. As long as you can type and you can speak some English. And if you are a student here, the reason why they have scammed many of you is because you refuse to do what you are supposed to do by yourself. I have a sister in Canada. She didn't pay a dime to go to Canada. Thank you, Daddy Gio. She did not spend a dime to be in Canada. Today, citizenship etitelowo. She did everything by herself online. She didn't pay a dime to anybody. Many of you have paid a lot. Want to buy? They scammed you. Not only scam you, you get there, what they sell to you is not what will even help you in that country. So this is why DIY is there. And I love this America. If you say you know sabi how to do DIY, now for America, you go learn them by force. For America, you go learn how to do DIY by yourself because there are so many things you need to do. No office, now online. Online, you have to do it. Not only that, There are so many things. If you allow people to do it, they will mess it up for you and you get stranded or your children get stranded. And nobody prays. Because one day look on. We were discussing a few days ago with some people how somebody got stranded here. When you lie, there are so many things that they are finding out now. Is it the document of divorce that people, you understand, won't cast seriously? So thank you very much, every one of you. We have spent 3 hours, but I'm happy. I'm very glad it's productive 3 hours where people can get information. If they watch it, they will be able to pick 1 or 2 things and go to Google to finish it up there. London, UK, America, and Canada are not the only country available in the world. There are so many other countries that your children can go. I told you of somebody that I know who started from Netherlands. And the boy was like, Netherlands is so good. I don't know why he left to relocate. Dotman, ẹ ti sọ page yìí di gram kí ló ń porúkọ ẹ̀. You applied for yourself, no agent, no lawyer. Exactly. You want to know how many cases of scam, visa scam that is on ground. Ó pọ̀ gan o. So please do due diligence by yourself. Keep asking Google the question you don't understand. It will continue to break it down gradually until you get a clear picture. Thank you, every one of you. I think at this point, I really have to go. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining me. And you have a nice day. On to the language center. Enjoy the rest of your day. I have to go. It's almost 3 and I have to go to work. Bye. Ire o. Mo gòkè, ire o. Ebi gan